can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can
too. You know.
Oh my God.
Welcome
To the 3 Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane and Petty.
Let's go.
Let's go. What was that?
Right here with it.
Fucking Creed over here.
Cherry TNT.
Cherry TNT.
The people's champ.
The people's champ. Ladies and gentlemen, we're fucking back, number one. We're back. I'm going to add applause and claps and shit. I wish I could do it right now just to so we could hear it. We've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We left on a banger, though.
We did.
Yeah.
We left on a banger.
Mm-hmm. We did.
The Johnny's Pizza interview. So we, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we didn't feed the streets with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gave them a full course meal with that interview.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
In the last 2 weeks, a lot
It had
has
leftovers.
happened. It had leftovers, yeah. Just in case you didn't want to believe it the first time. You had to watch it twice. And that you might just break it up over a week.
Yeah.
But yo, how's it feel, yo? How y'all feeling? How have y'all been these last 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to Cherry first, I guess. But,
Yeah, we can start with you.
My last 2 weeks, I almost died.
Yo, yeah, real facts, real facts.
Literally. So like 2 weeks ago, I actually got food poisoning from a food truck. I'm not gonna say the name. I did reach out to them and I did tell them
afterward.
though. But yeah, I'll tell you.
How did they try to
afterwards.
compensate her? Like take, you know what I'm saying?
They really didn't try to compensate me. Honestly, all he said was he was gonna look into it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess that's all you can say, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what can you really do? Like,
Yeah, I
you want to do some deep investigating. I'm going to look into it.
True.
You know?
Did he just say it just like that though?
He was
I'll
like,
look into it.
I'm going to look into it. That was it.
I'm not too happy about that.
Niggas might be catching food poisoning at his truck on a once a week.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
don't
it
know.
sounds
I
like
haven't
it.
heard of
Sound like
anyone
you-
else having
Okay.
it. You
It's a
know.
popular food truck.
Yeah, I go there all the time.
Okay,
I was
okay.
actually very shocked, you know, when it did, when it occurred. But yeah, so like I ate there on a Thursday. By like that Wednesday, no, on a Wednesday. That Wednesday night, like shit got really real. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like I was like dizzy. I was like sweating. My stomach was
Cold sweats
fucking
and shit.
churning. I feel like I was gonna throw
Damn, so
up.
you
I
get
was like,
dizzy,
yo,
too?
I got to get home. Like shit is real. Literally got home, got on the toilet, like both ends, throwing up, shitting.
Damn.
Like I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like the only relief I could get was like literally like sitting in the shower, like just having water like on my body. So I initially like slept in the shower for like a day and a half. It was like I just could not. I could not.
That is your spot to go.
That is
You're-
my shit.
Oh, because of the last
You
time?
remember when
Yeah.
she came up? Yo,
Yes.
this is, when we did the live podcast, the
Yeah.
promotion we did for that, Cherry came over.
so
I told Cherry to come over to
drunk.
shoot and was so drunk.
It was my best friend's birthday. I don't,
Yeah.
bruh. That was my
It
first
started
time
at the
ever
pool
having
party.
juice.
It started at the pool
Oh,
party.
That was my
Yeah,
first
that's-
time ever having juice,
yeah.
and that shit was so fucking. I was drinking that shit
shit
with
is
Coke.
strong.
That shit is sweet as fuck with Coke. Like,
okay.
I was just down in that shit, and we was drinking that in Henny, and I don't drink Henny, but I was fucked. We was drinking so much shit, Patron.
Damn.
Like, I was fucked up. I don't know.
And you say her spot?
Yeah.
But I just had like when I'm drunk.
came over and
like,
ended up in the shower,
When I
like-
get nauseous, I have to be like in like some hot water. I don't know why. Like that's the only thing that like calms my stomach. Like if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
don't know. Like
Yeah, you
I
like
don't know.
you like the Dragon Queen and shit.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't say this in the TV show Game of Thrones, but like anytime she would be like stressed out or having anxiety, she'd just have like a boiling hot because the temperature didn't bother her.
Oh, okay.
So she would have like a boiling hot bath.
Yeah, like I literally
Yeah.
I literally had to sit in the I was literally sleep in the bathtub like full of hot water. Like,
Damn.
sleep for days. So all day Thursday, I was like throwing up. It was like dry heaves. I was keeping down like water and Gatorade a little bit, but not really. I couldn't.
shit was
I
coming
couldn't
back
drink
up,
shit.
so.
I couldn't eat. I couldn't even smoke. That's
it.
how I knew. That's how I
That's
knew
when
it was real. I couldn't even smoke. I was
That's
like,
when
I
you knew it was a
tried to.
problem.
I tried to smoke, and it just kept making me cough, which kept making me like
Yeah,
dry
throw
heave
up or
and throw up
something
and
like
shit.
that, yeah.
So when this happened, your first thought was food poisoning and not, oh shit, this is COVID. 'Cause
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what
no,
I would have been. I would have been like, oh, AJ.
I don't know what those symptoms like throw
Let me-
up and diarrhea. I
Actually,
feel like I would
I'm
think
looking
food
at this
poisoning
because
too.
my job sends me like little text messages every day asking me for like symptoms, but
Oh,
I didn't have
see
a
what you're
fever,
saying.
cough head. It's like fever, cough head. I did have like those symptoms, but I'm like, I literally been fucking in and out of the bathtub for
Yeah.
a day and a half, like in cold water,
Because they always
in
adding
hot
and
water,
subtracting
you know what I'm
symptoms
saying? In
and
the
shit.
heat, in the AC, you know what
Bro,
I'm
you was
saying? I was
going
like, so I was
through it.
definitely coughing and shit. So I did that all day Thursday. Friday morning, I called my mom and I told her.
What the last like 24 to 36 hours have been?
Yeah, cause she had been calling me, and I wasn't even like on my phone or nothing.
And you know she was finna pull up soon.
Right. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn. So I finally told her. So she made me an appointment at like my primary care doctor. But then like after I got off the phone with her, I started throwing up blood. So I was
Whoa.
like,
Oh.
yeah. So I was like, yo, what
We
the
need to
fuck?
go to the
I was
emergency
like,
room at
Yes.
this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I told my nigga, I was just like, take me to the fucking hospital because this shit is fucking ridiculous. So he had to go to work. So I called my mom like before we were like about to leave the house. So she met me there. I was there by myself for like 15 minutes after he dropped me off or whatever.
Yeah.
So the doctor came. They came in. I told them told them what happened or whatever. So they put me on fluids. They hooked me up to an IV. They put me on fluids. They were giving me like sodium chloride and potassium and
Like
some
vitamins and
other
minerals and all that shit.
some
That
other
IV
medicine.
is crazy. It
Yeah.
makes you feel. It's like,
That shit is crazy,
Yeah.
and like some shit for like my nausea or whatever, because I was still like nauseous as hell, thinking I was gonna throw up.
That is one thing that I've seen. This is just like a side note. I've seen like Diddy. Now I don't know if Diddy's doing this for health problems, but he just be in his living room getting
And
an
they be having
IV
EV,
drip.
bro. They be getting like
Really?
B12, like all types of shit.
Yeah.
I seen that shit
Oh.
on 2 Chainz show.
That shit is crazy. Like
Most
you just
expensivest.
yeah,
that
like
shit.
it's
you
straight to your blood in your bloodstream. and
imagine
just
having
you
somebody
feel
come
that
by
shit.
once a month and you just chilling
You can just
and
get nutrients.
get you some nutrients real
my
quick.
potassium low,
Just
let me get
juice
some.
up. I might
Yeah.
do that. I would do some shit like that
Yeah.
if I had the
Actually,
money for
yeah,
it.
if it was an easy way to get nutrients and shit.
Yeah, why not do a little IV
On this
drip?
anime, Food Wars, one of the like the characters up there, that's how she eats. Like she has what they call the God tongue. So like literally, like if the food is not exceptional, like it is not blown, she can't eat. She literally cannot eat it. So it got to the point where like no food can satisfy her. So she literally just gets her food through an IV.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you can't blame her with
Bitch, just
the
stop eating. Like bitch, I
the
can't.
food in
have
America. You can't really blame her. So it's
Right,
just-
yeah.
No, they're in
Oh.
like Japan. It's anime.
Yeah, anime.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, anime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
But,
like, this is a real person?
Oh yeah.
No, it's anime. But
Oh, yeah, so she dropped you off. You were
I
only
got
there
dropped
for like
off.
15 minutes.
I was there for like 15 minutes. So boom, then my mom came. That's when they hooked me up to the IV and everything. She came back there. Then they took my blood. So after they took my blood, they came back like maybe an hour or so later, and they were like, "Are you on dialysis?"
What?
And I was like, "No." They were like, "You're not diabetic," and I was like,
Oh, shit.
no, I'm 30. I'm not even 30 years old yet. Like, no. He
Yeah.
was just like, well, your kidneys look like you like are diabetic.
you're
And I was
supposed to
like,
be yeah.
what do you mean? He was like, well, they're supposed to be functioning at like between I don't know what the numbers mean, but like a 0.4 and a 1. Mine were at like a 5.6. So
Way
basically, like
off.
my kidneys weren't getting like any type of liquid, no fluids, like at all. So like they were completely dried out, like completely. And I guess that was
shit.
like from me, basically like the food poisoning dehydrated them to the point where they just fucking shut down.
Damn.
So I was like, what the
or it
fuck?
was shutting them down.
Oh yeah, it was shutting them. No, they actually shut down. Like they diagnosed it as acute kidney failure.
What?
Like yeah, if I wouldn't have went to the fucking hospital, like I'm not really sure what would have
Yeah,
happened.
but what I'm
like-
saying is like, but did the food poisoning sort of like escalate what was already happening?
That's what I think, but I hadn't had like any issues. I hadn't had any pains. I ain't never had like no kidney stones. Like, and they checked everything. I had fucking CAT scans.
'Cause in, like,
3
3 days, 2 days,
ultrasounds.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, yeah. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Like,
Yeah, in 2
why would the
days, 3
kidneys
days,
be
like-
hit
Yeah,
so hard if it wasn't an
they
existing
think that it was
problem?
definitely like some type of pre-existing condition and pretty much
So
the
it's
food
something you gotta
poisoning.
keep checking on then.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, like, because I mean, they recovered, like, with the fluids and everything, they recovered fine. So it must have been.
the back to
Yeah,
top.
they was kind of like an anomaly. They were kind of like, I'd never really, because not only like my kidneys, like my like I said, my potassium was all over the place, my electrolytes, my white count, like everything was just like crazy, like not where they were supposed to be at all. Like, and he was just like, I'm trying to figure out if you like had some type of parasite or something, like, because he was like, this is extreme, like, especially for me to
Damn.
not. I was like, I don't get sick. I was like, I can literally count on one hand how many times I've had like a stomach virus or like the flu.
And really been fucked up.
And like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
really
yeah.
get fucked. That's the thing. When I do get sick, I be fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't
It's
just
really
get like a
full
little
blown.
sniffle or like a
Yeah,
common
I feel
cold.
that.
Like,
I
nah,
feel that,
I got a
yeah.
fucking stomach
That's
virus.
kinda how
Like,
I am.
damn.
I'll
But
be out the game.
yeah, that shit was terrible. So they ended up admitting me. And they would just run a whole. They just kept checking my blood like over the the course of the few days that I was there. I ended up getting a CT scan. That was pretty cool. It was actually pretty nice. I got hella ultrasounds.
Medical student in her.
Right. They got.
I'm dying.
They
This is
ultrasound my
this
kidneys
is an
and
amazing
my
process.
bladder. I had a hella ultrasound. They did like 3 ultrasounds. I kept getting blood thinner shots because I couldn't walk. I was a fall risk because like my
Damn.
muscles like just kept locking up. Like just from them being so dehydrated, like literally when I was
real?
like when they first checked me in, like I was just laying on the table. I swear to God, like my foot, like my whole leg just like went stiff as hell, and like my toes just went like this, like my toes just like went like this, and it got stuck, and then like my foot just like started to turn, and then it just like locked up, and I was just like, what the
It's
fuck?
like a stroke.
Yeah, like in my fucking leg, and it was doing like the whole like for like the past few days, I kept like getting Charlie horses in my legs. Like anytime like I cough, like it was fucking terrible. I kept like my muscles in my abdomen like were so protruded like out of my stomach, like they was just swollen. Like that shit hurt like hell. It was hurt to even like turn. Like that shit was terrible. So yeah, through the course of all that, I didn't even realize that I didn't pee for like fucking 3 days.
Shit.
And I was like, damn, I ain't even drank shit. So of course I haven't fucking peed. So they're like, damn, you ain't peed in 2 days? He's like, the dog was like, come on. Come on. I was like, damn, I really ain't peed in 2 fucking days. Like, and I drink water all the time. Like, so I was like, damn. So they were like, well, if you don't pee, you're gonna have to get a catheter. And I was like, long story short, I had to get a fucking catheter because I could not
That
fucking
shit hurt,
pee.
didn't
Like
it?
they were pumping me full of fluids like all
Yeah,
day.
you
Like,
shoulda
know what I'm
had
saying? I
something.
should have had something. So they ended up giving me a catheter because they wanted to like test my pee.
That shit
Y'all,
hurt, didn't it?
that shit fucking hurt.
I was about to say,
I feel
that shit-
so bad. Imagine that in your dick hole. Oh my God,
Hey,
bro.
chill out, man.
And
Get
that shit
outta
wasn't
here.
even in my vagina. It was in like my urethra. So like it's my other hole, my pee hole.
Right, yeah, bro.
That shit, they got
and
it.
and that's another thing with you're never really sleep, or you might be asleep when they put it in, but when they take it out, they're not putting you to sleep to take it out.
Oh.
Yeah, like that shit.
So you might have missed the entry, but you're gonna catch one half of it, if not both.
that shit
Right,
was
yeah.
that shit was terrible.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, it wasn't. It was very very uncomfortable. Like it was very.
But it's so
uncomfortable.
crazy. As soon as they put it in, the pee just started rushing.
Yeah,
out.
it did.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she had to press like on my stomach and like my bladder a little bit because it wasn't really
get it
anything there.
started.
And honestly, like y'all, I swear
Push
to God,
that shit out like a Capri Sun, huh?
bruh,
Right?
dead ass,
Word
dead
up.
ass. And I was like
Punch
I was
this-
like trying to push her shit. I was like, but dead ass, bro, that shit was so concentrated, like. That shit
You
looked
talking about the
like
piss,
my
right?
pee. It shit looked like fucking apple cider vinegar, like or like apple cider, like literally like apple cider. That
Yeah.
shit was dark as fuck, bro. Like I was like, what the hell? She was like, yeah, that's really concentrated, huh? And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It really
Shit.
fucking is. That shit was dark as hell, and I was like, what the fuck? But I hadn't been, I haven't
Drinking.
been using the
Yeah,
bathroom.
it's been
so,
sitting there festering, low key.
Yeah, so even it still took me like almost a whole nother day to pee.
On your own.
On my own, yeah. They were still pumping me full of fluids, and they're like, "Damn, you gotta fucking pee." And this whole time, I still ain't took a shit either. Like, I still
Because
even after
you haven't been eating.
Yeah,
I
there's
couldn't
never been
eat
no
shit because I was
solids,
so
yeah.
nauseous, and I was just like drinking a whole bunch of like just eating like liquid stuff like ice, like popsicles, you know what I'm saying, yogurt and shit like
Yeah.
that. But even sometimes that was making me nauseous. So I started eating like they let me out that Sunday, so I started eating a little bit more that Sunday. Then like Sunday night, I ended up eating something, but I still don't even think I took a shit till like Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was almost a week.
They
And it was
should-
like it was literally like 2 little turds, like literally.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I
That's
was
all.
like-
That's
literally.
how I know your body. Yeah, your body was going through it, bro.
And I
It
was
wasn't
like,
eating anything.
damn. I was like, this shit is crazy. Mind you, this whole time I'm still in fucking Facebook jail for 30 days.
Oh yeah.
Throughout
So you
all
still
this,
in
the
Facebook
day.
jail?
No, I was out like the
No,
day
you're
I
still
got
in
out of
fa-
the hospital was the day I got out of Facebook jail.
Just so you can tell your
Wow.
story.
Just so I can tell my
But you
fucking
came
story.
back. You
That's
came
why I
back
put
with a
that
banger, though.
Miley Cyrus
you've been
video
back
because
on
like
Facebook.
dead ass like yo they try to fucking kill me like dead
Yo,
ass.
she put a banger out though. That video
Yeah.
that you put out when you got out
dead
of the hospital.
ass like yo they tried to kill.
Yo, Molly on stage, and she was
Literally.
like, "What did she say?"
She was just like, "What's up, motherfuckers? These motherfuckers tried to kill your famous bitch." She was like,
Yeah,
"But
yeah.
I'm not going out without a motherfucking fight."
Yeah, her
Miley
her-
Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus. Her
Cyrus,
swag
yeah.
was. Let me see if I can look it up.
Well, the dog's
Yeah.
concerned. They done came up.
Damn. Why is she saying that for?
see-
What was she
I
talking
get.
about?
I feel like this was during the hip hop Miley era.
Yeah.
probably.
Well, this
Oh.
was, I think this was like during her break. This is when she was on the stage with the big blow up dicks and shit like that. Like,
Okay.
Going
that-
crazy.
just going dumb like that Miley Cyrus.
Okay. Try to kill me.
But yeah, that shit is funny as hell. I always post that shit when I get out of like Twitter jail or something. or like Facebook jail or some shit.
Try to kill me.
I'm back, motherfucker! These motherfuckers, I swear, they tried to kill your favorite bitch. They tried to fucking kill me. I'm not going down without a motherfucking fight. I'm here in London town, motherfuckers. Who's
Yeah, you can feel her energy, bro. Because you know what it is. I felt that shit because she has been famous for so fucking long that imagine her like literally being faced with they're trying to cancel me right now. Yeah, they trying to take me out the game.
Oh,
Nigga,
okay.
I'm Miley Cyrus. My dad is Billy Ray Cyrus. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she had I felt that energy. Like she came out on stage like. Yeah, so what is it like? So what is it like now? Like now that you,
I'm actually good. Like I don't feel I haven't, I'm pooping regularly.
you're bagging.
I'm back, regularly. I'm definitely
You
drinking.
feel like nothing has happened?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right,
Like
what have you learned
body-wise?
from this though? I feel
I'm
like
a
that-
dad-
I'm trying to figure out
had-
what the fuck was the source
I
of this
have
thing.
no-
'cause I
and
know
I don't
it's not
have-
the food poisoning.
And I don't have any.
I feel like the kidneys got to be addressed again. Like I feel like
I
you
don't
need to get
know.
them shits
Like,
checked
I
every 6 months
felt-
Yeah.
for at least the next year.
Yeah.
And a half.
At first, I thought it was because I was drinking so heavily.
I was going to ask you
Yeah.
how
And then
much
I
of a
quit.
drinker you were.
and then I just stopped.
Oh,
I haven't been
that,
drunk.
That cold turkey.
I haven't been
that'll send your
like,
body in the
I
shock.
haven't really been like completely inebriated. Y'all know how I get drunk. I haven't been
No,
like
yeah, yeah.
completely inebriated like that since probably June. For Skin birthday, I did drink and got drunk, but I was good enough to drive. Like I didn't,
How
I
long-
get fucked up. Like
how
that was
long-
in what, September?
How long was it when you were going hard and then you stopped? How long would you say the stretch was
Shit.
and then you just stopped? Because you didn't stop drinking, you just stopped getting fucked up. Is that what you
No,
said?
I pretty much since June, I pretty much like hadn't drank. Like that.
And how much time had led up?
I mean, it
before
had been like maybe a few times where I drink, but like to be like drunk. But
Yeah, but see, because
How much are you drinking in these few times where you?
Oh, we killing a whole bottle. We had a whole bottle of
No, I'm
Crown.
talking about in the few times after the drunk.
She wasn't getting hammered at all.
Yeah, I wasn't
think.
getting hammered. Like
Right,
a
but
bottle would
what-
last us like 2 weeks.
Okay, that's what I was
Okay,
asking. That
yeah,
basically
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I was trying to
Casually,
find. I was
casually.
trying
It was like
to
casual, like maybe
find
a
that.
shot or two.
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But it kind of like, it was like going from me drinking, you know what I'm saying, a fucking bottle every, few, I ain't gonna say few days, but you know what I'm saying.
Going hard. Going
Yeah.
hard in the
I had
paint.
easily drank 2 bottles of liquor in a week.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
which is
Like,
a lot.
easily.
Because I was gonna say, like, when it comes to like alcoholism and all the effects that happens with it, it's not a matter of getting shit faced.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of the alcohol. How much
How much-
alcohol
yeah.
How
is
much your
just in
body's
your system.
accustomed
Yeah.
to even moving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get
And
fucked up,
oh,
but are you getting fucked up every day?
also, I forgot to say, my kidneys are small. Smaller than they're supposed to be for a person of my size and
wow.
age and weight. So
Damn.
apparently I was born with little kidneys.
Okay.
So
Mm.
they was kind of like, I guess they was just kind of working overtime. But I really feel like, I know like alcohol can definitely affect
But
the
that's your
kidneys, but
livers,
that's
though.
your liver.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
I was just
saying.
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
your
yeah.
kidneys.
Well, no,
liver.
the liver just cleans it. Isn't that what the liver cleans the alcohol for your body? Isn't
I
that
know
what it
you-
is?
The
I
kidney
know
is
it
the,
just
the kidney
affects
is
your
what
liver
the kidney is
severely.
what the waste goes through.
Okay.
I know it just has a
The
bad
liver-
effect on your liver. So when you keep saying kidney, I'm like, oh,
So
well,
the
that's not
liver, the liver regulates most chemicals levels in the blood and excretes a product called bile. So liver's where bile comes
Yes.
from.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
helps carry away waste products from the liver. All the blood leaving the stomach and intestines pass through the liver. So it
Gotcha.
is like a cleaning, it's regulating for like chemicals
Yeah.
and stuff. And what
And what are the kidney? What's the kidney?
Yeah, look up
primary
the.
function?
Might as well.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's what I
To
thought.
see what the difference is.
Yeah, like what
Their
that
jobs.
affects. Yo, man, I don't know,
Kidneys are
man.
supposed to be like a sponge. They say it's supposed to just like soak up.
So pretty much you're saying when you left the hospital, they're kind of talking to you like you're all good, right?
Yeah, like honestly, like that went there Friday, Saturday. They were like my levels were like almost back to normal, but like
For,
my
like, a normal person?
yeah, almost
Okay.
back to normal. But like other things were happening, like my blood sugar because I wasn't eating.
Okay, so
You know
that
what
was
I'm
low
saying?
or
So
something.
that was so they had to get that up, and then it was my blood pressure. I had to get that back up.
All right, so
Oh,
there-
that was low too.
there's basically a few. It says. All right, so I'm just getting like documents. the
Okay,
first few
yeah,
documents to
yeah.
find.
It's
I
all
don't want to
good.
spend too much time here.
Yeah, that's
But
Well, I need to know this.
disclaimer. But there's I guess there's like 7 main functions. But there's some six basic functions I'm looking at right here.
Of the kidneys.
Yeah. It says so they're essential for homeostasis, which is maintaining a constant like internal environment. Wait, what? No. I don't know. What that's trying to say. Rewind. Essential for homeostasis of the body. extracellular fluids. So number one, though, regulation of the extracellular fluid volume. So the kidneys work to ensure that adequate quantity of plasma is like in your blood.
Okay.
Then it does regulation of osmolarity, which I don't know what that is. Kidneys help keep extracellular fluid from becoming too dilute or concentrated with respects to. This shit is like not.
So long story
Why
short,
can't it be
your
just not be like the
kidneys,
liver?
It's
your
not- yeah, yeah,
kidneys'
it's-
main job is to turn the waste into urine.
into urine.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Oh,
supposed to-
gotcha.
Why didn't they just write that?
They don't, bro. They don't.
I literally just, I don't know why you, I just literally Googled
the
kidneys
calculation
purpose.
of the amalgamation, the emancipation
I
of the.
Googled kidneys purpose, kidney purpose.
That's the same thing I just googled.
Their main job
Well, I
is
said-
to
I
cleanse
said it
the
wasn't a
blood
kidney
of
function.
toxins and transform the waste into urine.
In fact, you know what it was? You used too intelligent of a word. You
I
used
said-
the
I
word,
said function.
You used the word
I used
function,
function.
and
Oh,
they
function.
thought you were ready for that article. But they didn't
Because
realize
the
we
next
want the
one is
they didn't
the-
realize we wanted the quick
Yeah,
answer.
Right,
to the
right.
podcast.
Because the next,
right,
the next
right,
drop
right,
down
right,
is what
right.
are the three main functions of the kidney.
Yeah. See, that's level 2 of like intelligence. It's
they-
like we
they
just
gave
want
us the
level
We need the
one.
layman's. We need the layman's.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
layman's so we can put the point
They gave
across.
us the
But it's all
algebra.
good.
I gotta turn down my smart. My bad. Y'all.
It's all good though. But I guess for the podcast, just so we can get like the basic.
Yeah.
But
Damn sure was about to go in for the next 3 months.
all right. But long story short, this is what I'm thinking. If they're talking to you like, I don't think you should believe them niggas for shit. I
Well,
don't
they
think-
brought in a
I don't think
specialist. They
you should-
brought in a nephrologist.
Fuck that specialist. I think you should go to 2 to doctors, 2 to 3.
Well, I'm
to
definitely
get
gonna
a check.
go.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
second
They told me
opinion.
if I felt like
Yeah.
some type of way, because I ended up, if I felt some type of way to go to my primary care. So, and they knew about
Like if you have any more.
because I
symptoms or
feel
something.
strongly like what you feel. Like, even if I have food poisoning, I shouldn't have something else failing.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means
I don't know if I've ever
They were
had
basically
food
saying that I was
poisoning.
just that dehydrated, like just
Yeah.
from just throwing
That's
up so
crazy.
much. And I wasn't. My kidneys weren't getting any fluids at all.
Because I don't know how all of it works, but it's like I feel like all my organs should be equally shutting down
No,
at the
because
same
if
level.
that
You know what I
happened
mean?
to you, like how much days? It was like 3, and then you went to the doctor.
Yeah. She went to the doctor on Fridays.
Friday morning.
So it was like
Friday
almo-
afternoon, like
Okay.
12 or 1.
So it was almost like 48 hours later.
Okay, so I mean, but if that happened to you in that time, and then like you went to the doctor and all that stuff, would or any of us, like would our livers just like, or not even our livers, but our
Our
kidneys
kidneys.
would just be affected in 20?
And that's the
in
thing.
48
I've had
hours?
food
Yeah.
poisoning before, and I was
Yeah.
out the game for like 2 to 3 days.
That's what I was saying.
And it was not
That-
hospital level on any level.
That's what I
But you know
was
I'm
waiting.
saying?
That
With
was
the
kind of
kidneys.
I was
Yeah.
trying to wait it out because everybody would like when I tweeted everybody was like, "Damn, you're gonna have to wait like 3 days." Like, cause I never had food poisoning before.
Oh, this is
Me
your first
either.
time?
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think
yeah.
I have.
You
I
never
maybe
had
when
it?
I was
I don't think so.
younger,
Okay.
but I
had
don't
it
ever
one
recall
time.
ever having food poisoning.
I've been sick.
I
but
think I
don't
got
know
sick
if
off of some sushi like once, but I was good. Like,
Yeah, I've thrown
Yeah,
up.
because
few
you
hours,
know what
yeah.
food poisoning is when you get it. There's
yeah,
no mistake.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm shitting and throwing up and sweating like this. Like, I've
It's
definitely had fucking food poisoning.
yeah, that's a fact. That's 100% food
Definitely.
poisoning.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking know, but
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so that's why I'm saying like the source, like maybe you should just look a little bit more into the kidney
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. I would try to go to like one
Since
other
the food
kidney
poisoning is
specialist.
over.
And yeah, since it like once you feel, once you've been out of it for like a month or like a week or two, I would go back to just a straight up kidney specialist, like
'Cause who
and,
knows?
and tell them what I went to, and they
Yeah.
might look at your kidneys and be like, "Oh no, you need to start taking this
Yeah, you need
for the rest of
Yeah.
your life," type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some kind
Or
of
you might need to start eating like this or doing something so
or
that
cutting
Yeah.
out this
or cutting
hopefully,
so that it can
hopefully
restore
not,
it.
though. I mean,
Yeah.
they
You know
looked
that-
at all
you know
my
that-
other organs too.
You know how they
so-
do black people,
and
in
they
the-
check my
in-
heart
in-
too.
in-
That's
in
true.
in the medical field.
And black women.
A lot
black-
of
and black women
but a lot
especially.
of my nurses
That's a
were
fact.
black, so I do appreciate that. The
Yeah.
nephrologist was not, but he also was like a contractor, so like they like sent him in. Like he,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
don't
yeah.
work at, he didn't work at Duke.
He's like a traveling.
yeah, so but he was pretty. He was you know what I'm saying,
good.
he was cool.
Good.
But a lot of my nurses were great. And a lot of them were black. I definitely did appreciate that for sure. And they didn't even
It's
want
always
me to,
relieving.
honestly they didn't even want me to leave.
Oh, really?
They were like,
Because
you are.
imagine how
They were
normal-
like, you are the easiest patient. You are so sweet. You don't complain.
I'm trying to get better. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got-
Yeah, like-
But I know what they're going through, bro. Because I remember when my great grandmother was in the hospital a lot, and when we were like going to the hospital was like a regular like we visited her in the hospital type of
Yeah.
shit, for months at a time. And bro, there's a lot of people that be in the hospital all the time, or like they're always coming back to the hospital. So I'm sure they got somebody with diabetes, like a bad diabetes or a bad something.
Yeah.
And it's like if they change something about the way they operated their life, they could get better, but they don't. And so they literally see them like once a month for like 3 to 4 days at a time.
Those
You know
are
what I'm
the most annoying people because they're the ones who's not doing the shit that they tell
Yeah,
people.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can stop coming in here, but they're probably annoying as hell in there. Like because
stubborn.
going to the hospital is almost like a vacation trip for them. Like it's like they already know like I'm gonna have to go to the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Shit, I mean, that was happening to me. Remember in 2016, 17, like I was just like going there like it was a fucking like spare bedroom or something.
Yeah.
And when I put me on that IV, when I had like this freak out, I thought it was a heart condition. When I knew it was a problem, like I was a hypochondriac because I was denying it for a couple of years, but when I knew that is when I went to the emergency room and then they had me on the gurney or whatever, and then they were taking me to this other place, I guess, to get like some kind of like test.
Yeah.
And when they were taking me and just pushing me, I remember having this feeling of,
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
I remember, and I realized that I was like,
'Cause all
why do I
those-
feel comfortable here?
Yeah, because think
Wow.
about
I
how the
felt
hospital
safe.
makes you feel too. Like
I felt
even though
safe,
you
like I'm
didn't
in
want to
good
be
hands.
there,
Like,
I was cool.
you were a pleasure to like have as a patient. They were happy to have somebody,
Well, I had
and
to
they're
do
taking
nothing.
care of you hand and foot.
I had to do nothing, bro. They helped me go to the bathroom.
That's
They-
what I'm
they
saying.
walk me to
Yeah,
the bathroom
they're
and
like
everything.
they'll literally do everything for you, bro. So like,
Literally.
but it's like because
That's
when
probably
I'm
why
on
you
my
had that
own,
feeling.
when I'm on my own, it's like if something happens, like
What do I
nobody
do?
can save me.
I can't.
I'm
I
in a
can't-
place
I can't
where
hit this button.
Yeah, if I'm in a place right now where there's so many doctors, like if something happens to
There's
me,
no way I'd be fucked
I'm in
up.
good hands. I'm in a
Yeah,
safe place.
yeah.
So I think that's why I felt comfortable. And I was like, I'm not supposed to feel like that though.
At the doctor.
So I've been working on that and shit.
And it's funny too because especially for like black dudes or just I guess and I think men in general too, it's like men don't go to the doctor as much. So it's like we either don't go to the doctor at all or like fall into like what you fell into in
hypochondriac.
2016 where it's like you feel comfortable going there. Or,
Yeah, it's one or the other. It's like
Yeah,
you don't go at
there's
all
no
or
middle
you're
ground.
fucking freak out.
Yo, have y'all ever been to a like do they call them like holistic doctors?
No, I haven't.
I
No,
and
I don't think
when
so.
I say like holistic, I don't know if it's holistic is even the right word to say, but like I think it is where like
Witch doctor.
yeah, like
Drink this herbal tea.
yeah,
and
exactly.
sniff
Yeah, drink this herbal tea. You have
these
this issue.
essential oils.
Like we don't need to take medicine. Let's do some acupuncture for the next 6 months.
I've looked up people online, but
Stuff
I've
like
never
that.
actually met a person that's just like, hey, take
I'm
this
cool with the
potion.
acupuncture because you know they
Acupuncture
definitely
works.
do that in massage therapy.
Oh, they do?
So
What does acupuncture feel like? I want to.
I don't think it hurts too much.
I don't think it hurts at all. Actually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's just like target. I think you pretty much just target a muscle specific like pressure points or like
Yeah.
muscles or
specific
nerves.
I don't
or
think
something.
I don't think it's supposed to hurt at all.
Yeah.
But
No, I
like,
don't
I'm,
think so
I'm
either.
very curious to experience that.
My mom's experienced it before. My mom had surgery. They pretty much had to put like a plate in her neck. And I mean, obviously like post surgery, this is number one, this is why my mom's a gangster. Single mother. You know what I'm saying? She had a neck surgery. She's a single mother, bro. She can't operate a car. She's not supposed to operate a car. But my mom would take the neck brace off while we were driving, bro. Because she has 2 kids. She has to get to school still.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. Like in the driver's seat, like this in the driver's seat.
Oh yeah.
Because she still has to provide for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts.
Like my mom was doing that type of shit, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Neck hurting, just came out of surgery. Like she'd be down and out for maybe, she was down and out for maybe like a week, and me and my sister took care of her. As, we did everything that we could
Yeah.
cook, bring all that stuff. Like do everything that we could for her. But like after like a week, when she was feeling better to where she could move around and stuff like that, she went right back to it. Obviously not working, but still trying to do
Regular mom
all the
shit,
thing that
yeah.
she could do, that she had needed to do for us, bro. That shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like when I used to think about this shit, like, bro, I would be in the back seat, like, she's literally taking her neck brace off right now.
Like
Like,
sacrificing her neck.
yeah, like getting in the car, taking off her neck brace, driving, and then putting it back on. Shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
But long story short, from that surgery, like she would have pains and stuff in like her neck, and then she was going to doctors and what do you call the niggas? The
chiropractor.
chiropractors, and all that stuff, trying to like get the pain out of her neck from the surgery. Until one of my best friends that I grew up with is a Chinese dude. His mom, he's half Chinese, half Taiwanese. Their parents, his dad they always owned restaurants, either Chinese restaurants or just some sort of restaurant. That was like their business, just like a lot of Asian families that we know like have Chinese businesses.
Yeah.
Which was dope because like we would go to their shop, like sometimes work in the shop for the day and then like roam the streets at night and just like have fun. But she put her on to a doctor in Chinatown that would do like acupuncture and like Chinese medicine.
Yeah.
Which is the natural shit, the acupuncture, herbal teas, boom, boom, bow, rub these salves on. They making the shit in front of you, you know.
Yeah.
And my mom did that, and in like 3 to 6 months, no issues. But was going to Western medicine for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Trying to knock that pain out.
Everybody
But-
said Western medicine's always been shit.
yeah. Western medicine is designed to
get money.
to keep you coming back and
Yeah,
get money.
exactly.
Yeah,
Keep you
Yeah.
addicted to
Treatment.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not to cure you or stop anything.
yeah. They're not really trying to.
They work like drug dealers.
Yeah,
There's
they're
there's
literally the drug dealers. Yeah.
There's no reason why they prescribe you. For example, my nigga had fucking nose surgery. They gave him fucking Percocets.
Damn.
Like that shit is fucking addictive as hell. After a fucking week, like
Yeah.
he ain't want to take them shits because he was like, bro, like I can feel myself. Like,
Like I'm turned up right now.
nigga was
like,
having
yeah.
withdrawals for them shits after like a week and a half, like dead ass. Like
So many
that shit's
people, so many
crazy.
people get addicted to pills after they've had some sort of bad accident
Mm-hmm.
or a surgery, and they've, the doctor prescribed them, bro. So
That's
many
how people get on
hooked
harder
that.
drugs. Like
Yeah, because once you can't afford, or once the doctor won't write you the prescriptions for that medical grade pill that you want, you got to go for the cheaper option, which is heroin.
Oh, really?
Like a lot of those Percocets and shit, it's prescription level heroin. So once people who get addicted to that shit run out of the means and money to buy it off the street, then that's the next level to get you to the same type of high. And that's how that shit starts. But yeah, bro, that's one thing that I wish we did have in Raleigh. Like, I wish Raleigh was diverse to the point that they had a Chinatown or something like that. Somebody who had somewhere where if I wanted to, I could go to the Chinatown,
Yeah.
find a doctor over the primary nurse practitioner, I guess it would be, or whatever, primary care.
Yeah.
That was holistic.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be way more lit.
Yeah.
I wonder if holistic medicine is even covered under insurance.
I don't even know.
There are definitely some holistic
I mean, I don't
spas
know,
out
but
here.
I
I
don't-
definitely know for sure. I don't know what they do there.
I don't have enough knowledge in that.
I don't
realm.
either. Yo, if anybody that listens to this knows if, number one, if you know if there's a holistic spot in the RDU area or RTP area, put us on game.
Yeah, right?
And do they accept insurance? Because
No,
that,
it's
But that's the
Fremont
second
Road.
question on here.
Holistic
for real?
Vitality Center.
Do they accept insurance?
Chiropractor, acupuncture, and functional medicine.
Let me see.
Chiropractor.
I'm just reading through this real quick. Let me see.
But just to say, I guess another shot at Western medicine. Even on Big Sean's album, that was one of the lines that stuck out
track
the
2,
most
I
to me.
forgot what
Yeah,
the name of it is, but
he was talking about where they were about to do. He was like 13. The doctors were scheduling
he
him
had
to
a
have
heart condition. He had
open heart
disease
surgery.
or something like that.
Yeah.
When he was a kid.
He was like 13 or 14.
Yeah,
and they were
trying-
scheduling for him to have open heart surgery.
Yep,
Yeah.
He did say that on his record. Was that Lucky
Track,
Me?
track
Lucky
2,
Me,
whatever
Lucky
track-
Me,
Yeah,
Lucky Me,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go. That's my favorite.
And they had
my
scheduled
favorite
it.
one, too.
They scheduled like they were about to cut his whole chest open and do open heart surgery and put some sort of like placer in one of his left ventricles or one of his ventricles. And his mom took him to a holistic doctor, put him on potassium for like
Was it potassium or magnesium?
magnesium
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah.
a month or something like that. Went back to the Western
heart was
doctor,
fine.
and all of a sudden
Everything is
it was a
good.
miracle.
Yeah. He just like it
You see
went
what I'm
away.
saying?
Yeah,
that's
so I
why.
had that feeling. But they
That's
said-
why I'm like, don't believe that. Like,
Yeah.
that's why for me, I'm like, I
I
think
actually
you
have
should
quite
get
a
it.
few holistic
Well, they said,
doctors out here. Yep.
This joint said pretty much that like currently it's not covered by like territorial healthcare plans, but most extended health insurance plans cover it.
Okay. I wonder if mine
There's
does.
actually
Yeah.
a few.
But I mean, look, this is your life. If you need to pay out of pocket to save your own life,
You
I
gotta
mean,
do it. Yeah. You gotta put
yeah.
yourself in debt for your own life.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah. You know,
Neuropathic.
Hey, speaking of that, if anybody wants to check this out, I bought this book at the flea market one time or some shit, and it's a whole book. The entire book is Asian medicine
oh, okay.
ingredients and
Did
how
you go
you.
through it?
Oh,
Did you go through it?
Yeah, I used to use it when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I would go through like look for certain things and like make them, and then
Yeah.
say, like I did it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
smooth.
But the book is like this thick.
Oh, that's fire.
And it's extensive, bro. There's chapters of what categories you want.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
exact recipes. There's
Yeah.
measurements, how to prepare it, and what to do. Like
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
the entire book is like that. So if any of y'all want to check that out, look at the chapters in it, just
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
see if there's
yeah.
something
I'd
that
like
you
to
want
look
to take a
in there.
picture of and
Actually.
try yourself. Yeah,
yeah, I like
They have
to
a
look at
traditional medicine, Chinese medicine in Durham.
in
For
Durham.
real.
Doctor.
I was gonna say Durham probably got more of that shit than Raleigh.
Durham is just more culture. Yeah,
Why do you
Durham
And I
is-
feel like Durham probably will
Well,
have like a whole
NC
time.
But
Chinatown
Durham in
before Raleigh.
general, just off the rip, has
Yeah,
way
bro,
more
they have
culture, bro.
everything.
And
Yeah.
they do
Like when I lived in Durham, I mean, even just going through, but I didn't realize it until I lived in Durham that one, Durham is so like broken up by the way that the cities are, like when it comes to a combination of gentrification and just cultures. So it's like you might have 2 miles of complete gentrification. It looks like you're driving on Cary Parkway. And then all of a sudden you are literally in the smack dab in the middle of the hood, Section 8.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can feel that little bit of anxiety. Then you go 2 to 3 more miles, and all of a sudden everything is a Spanish town.
Yeah.
It's Spanish. Everything. The grocery store is all Spanish. Everything is everything. Yeah, like there's like 2 spots in Durham, at least one I know for sure. But I think there's like 2 or maybe 3 spots in Durham where it's just like the signs are in Spanish. Like the business signs are in Spanish. This is a Spanish bank. This is a Spanish grocery store. This is a Spanish shopping mall. All that shit. Like Durham got that, and that's nothing that Raleigh has.
Yeah.
Raleigh does not have that.
Well, I'm gonna try to go to a place somewhere, maybe acupuncture or something like where they could really like look into my nerves and shit. Because remember, I've been complaining about this nerve
That's
problem.
true.
Remember when I was on your laying on the floor, back pain
yeah,
and shit
yeah,
while
yeah.
the awards was going on.
And that's something they could probably figure out for you too.
Yeah, because the doctors like they won't tell me anything. Like they don't tell me. Like I went to like physical therapy for a while, but that was
They be
like
like,
$50 a week.
just
and I was
try
like,
doing this and see how you feel afterwards. Like, no, nigga, tell me
Well,
what
take
is
some
happening.
ibuprofen and
Yeah,
when
you know what I'm
needed.
saying? Call it a day.
Yeah, but I just gotta look into this because I'm like, man, why does and my elbows? I already had like a nerve conduction study done, and they only said the nerves in my elbows are inflamed. So don't rest it on tables and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I still do.
Yeah,
but every once in a while it'll hurt, and then sometimes it'll make my left arm go kind of numbish
You can
and
feel
all that
it,
stuff.
and you can feel like a
over
tingling.
here, and I'm just like, wait, I've heard when you like having heart conditions, it
it's
makes
a
your
heart
left
attack,
arm.
yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
just like, oh shit, what's going on? And then I had like a nerve shoulder pain happen the other day. I'm gonna just look into my nerves, like go to some kind of like low key place
true.
and see like if they can help me with this
Okay,
nerve
for some
stuff.
reason, I feel like there's one, the Walmart off of 401.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I used to see a sign when I was leaving the Walmart, and it was like some sort of like holistic doctor was over in that area, like
Oh, 401.
on 401, the one over
Yeah.
here. in
Okay.
Garner.
Yeah. That.
I don't know if it's still there, and that was a sign that I was seeing years ago. It might
Oh,
be
years
gone
ago?
You know what I mean? It might be completely gone by now. But I don't
Yeah,
fucking
all these
know.
small businesses.
Yeah, like a little
probably
like
this year.
It's like a little small shop where they do a little bit of everything, but they
Yeah.
got that shit figured out. Who knows?
Yeah, we do everything. We sell movies. we sell
But yeah,
music,
man.
CVDs.
I
See?
definitely would take that. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Small-
if you got the coverage for it.
Yeah.
There ain't no reason not to go.
Mm-hmm.
Pay the little copay just to figure out, just so you can be easy about it. And then you don't want that problem again.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I ain't had no insurance.
Woo!
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
How many
No
days were you in the
insurance.
hospital?
Was in that thing for I guess 2.5. Day and I don't know, a day and a half.
Yeah, you have to pay as you go. Pay as you go.
Has the bill come?
No, they gave me like some little paperwork to fill out. Some case lady came in there, so I probably won't have to pay for it. Honestly,
It's coming.
I'm gonna have to pay a little bit.
There's gonna be something in there.
Yeah, it's coming. A bill is
The
coming.
bill usually comes later.
Yeah, the bill.
Oh, they already
it's-
sent it. I just haven't
Okay.
looked at it.
Word up. Yeah, niggas don't want to.
Because you don't want to cry.
But,
Anytime
on the paperwork, like based off my income, I probably won't have to pay shit.
Ah, true. I know what you mean.
14,
I know what you mean.
Because they wanted my last 2 paychecks. I was like, yes, perfect. I had a slow week. Slow to the last 2 weeks.
True.
I was like, this is perfect.
True.
Yeah.
But
Ain't that fucked up that we just got to think about that shit?
like, yeah.
But see, that's another reason. That's another reason why people don't. I feel like they don't go to
They
the
don't go to
doctor
the-
because
Yeah.
it's expensive in this country
Yeah,
to do
that's
it.
true.
So
We gonna
Yeah.
see what Biden care does.
I mean, it's a new day. Outside of Cherry TNT, you know what I'm saying? Going one on one with the Grim Reaper and winning.
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We have a new president.
Of the United States of
of
America.
the United States of America. 2020 election
Donald
has
Trump.
gone through.
I did a video about that, singing that.
Alexa, cue up Fuck Donald Trump by Nipsey Hussle and YG real quick. But yeah, yo, Donald Trump is supposed to be out January 20th.
Yep.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are president and vice president elects.
Yeah.
And that shit is crazy, bro. First black woman.
Historic.
I think he's the oldest president. I mean, it's like it's
He's the
another
oldest president.
He's like the.
I don't know.
I think yeah. See if you can look it up. I'm almost positive Joe Biden's the oldest president going into office.
Okay.
He old as hell. Trump was old
Bruh
as hell
is
too.
old low key though, but Trump was old too though.
Trump like
Yeah.
73.
But yeah, yo,
Yeah.
Kamala Harris is in it.
Shout out to all the
The
AKAs.
oldest person to assume presidency was Donald Trump at the age of 70.
and he's older than him. He's
Yeah, that's deep.
Joe Biden is
Yeah,
higher.
Biden
Biden's
is
the
probably-
oldest, yeah.
Biden is probably one
Yeah.
of those people who just looks older than white people. Sometimes the way they age.
But I'm gonna be real though. I think Biden's like, isn't he like 78?
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I
know
think it's
it
like
sa-
70.
It does say that Ronald Reagan left office when he was 77, so he went in when he was 69.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, See, he still went in there in his 60s though. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
I
really
just,
got to cut this number back.
They
yeah,
need to have a
saying.
cap on it.
on the age.
For
50.
real.
In the words of Hannibal Buress, 50.
Because a lot of
50s,
people
yeah.
were complaining that
Wait,
Bernie Sanders
60,
was
he
too
said-
fucking
he
Oh,
old.
said-
he was old too.
He
Yeah.
said, I do 60. I'm really just saying that. 50 is the real number, but I do 60.
Facts.
Yeah.
But that's crazy though. I mean, hey, look, we just watched their speech Saturday. So they just made their campaign victory speeches. We just watched both of their speeches. They were speaking some real shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Biden's entering office the same age that Ronald Reagan left, 77.
Yeah.
Oh.
See? Yeah, he's old, bro.
Look, and that's why I wasn't so excited, but because I was just like, we have to choose between two old white guys, and
But
I'm
then
like,
this is-
what is this? A
you
social
wanna hear-
studies
you
textbook?
wanna hear-
Hold on. This is good though, because if he goes, Kamala will be president, and she is 56, so she
Facts.
is level-headed, and she is
Yeah.
right in that area where she
And
has
she's a black woman.
and she has the most. She has that enough experience to give back a lot and still be able to take in a lot.
What do you think they'll do? Okay, let's just talk. So this is the first. I watched a lot of the debates. I watched all the debates. To be fair.
Oh, okay.
I watched all the debates. I've never paid this close to a presidential election that I have this year.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all the debates. I heard all the promises they made.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Biden said, there's
Every
no
4
reason
years
we
there's
should even have
promises.
jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We should have rehabilitation centers. You got these people. You know what I'm saying? So
in European countries, they do that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, everything they're saying is like, this is the shit I don't want to hear.
Hell yeah.
The only thing that they were like directly missing out, though they do have some sort of act that gives directly back to the black community. I think in their first year, I would like in their first 4 years, on behalf of America, to apologize for slavery and then put like some sort of plan of reparations.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody else did. Niggas is
The
apologizing.
Germans.
Yeah, niggas is apologizing for the Holocaust.
Right.
They literally apologize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are sorry for what we did.
Yeah, suck my.
You know what I'm saying? Like the greatest
I want a
nation
blowjob.
hasn't apologized for their
Or
biggest.
hasn't done anything to make amends.
For their biggest stain, and that's what Joe Biden uses those words. Like we haven't apologized for some of the biggest stains our country has committed, or things that have stained our country's reputation. You know what I'm saying? If you're acknowledging it like that, I wonder what they're gonna do specifically for the black community, especially with Kamala Harris being in there. And she seems like she means what the fuck she says. You know what I'm saying? Like from what I've seen, every time that I've heard her speak, it seems like this is what I'm about to do. Like she don't sound like she be bluffing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was a prosecutor. She don't
People,
be,
and
you know what I'm
people,
saying?
that's the thing. Like people just love bringing that up because
Yeah.
she did prosecute a lot of black men for some bullshit. Weed
Yeah,
charges.
That's your job.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
You know what I'm saying?
I
But
don't know. I mean, at some point, I didn't go crazy about that because I'm like, at some point she's gonna have to do that in her position.
Yeah,
Like, you can't just like
You're gonna be
pardon
put in
niggas
those
just 'cause, you know
positions.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like,
Or a law will be charged, or a law will be passed that, like the 94 crime bill.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the 94 crime bill, but I'm a prosecutor in this, and I gotta press this crime bill that you have just to make these cases. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
even Joe Budden. Joe Budden.
I've
Yeah,
been
Joe
saying this
Budden
shit
for
all
president.
day.
Joe Budden for president. No.
yeah,
better
right.
than Kanye and shit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
Yeah.
fucking
Just-
50,000 people that voted for
My
him.
fellow Americans.
Was it really that many?
It was 50,000.
That's a
people
small
voted
number
for
of
him.
people, but still,
That's
50,000.
not a small
Still
number.
alive.
No, that is
actually-
small. That's a small number.
50,000.
That's a small
That
number.
is enough.
You know how many
that's a
people
small number.
voted this year?
That's a small number.
It's like what?
It was a lot of people. It
Yeah,
was
yeah, that's a small
140 million or more. 140 million people voted this year. Can you look that up? How many people voted? Because I remember most of the stuff that I was looking at, it was like
Over 141 million votes.
damn, I'm good. Fucking shit.
Damn, I'm good.
Because you know what it was?
Oh wait, that was 2 days ago. Give me a second.
Yeah,
Compost.
because you know what it was? I know each of them received total around 70 million votes.
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah,
Which
they
is-
did. It wasn't a far off.
It was not.
election.
It was too close for me.
It was like too nerve-wracking.
That just we knew that though. We
I
knew that
knew
was
it.
gonna happen though.
But what I did not appreciate is that his percentage for black men went up. Trump.
Oh,
I did not appreciate
I seen way more like since he's been in office. Okay, before Trump got in office, I didn't see that many black men caping for him, and when I did, it was always like comical level caping.
Yeah,
like
but
it was
niggas
like
was really for him.
It was
though.
like Uncle Ruckus level caping.
Right.
But like this last 6 months to a year, like I've seen black people like cape. Like I've seen way more black people like with that Uncle Ruckus energy, like
That shit is
really
crazy.
caping. Like,
I know
what
who
they
you talking about too, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
But see, but a lot
and
of them
he's in
were
the now.
rappers
He's in the
on
now.
Facebook, yep.
He's in the now on
Yeah.
Facebook. I've been watching his posts because he's just a strange nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
that
I
same
just-
dude.
Yeah, that same dude.
Oh
We're not
my
gonna speak his name. You know the same
Um,
dude. We're not gonna speak his
My
name.
brother voted for Trump. Ass white, you fucking
Really?
coon.
Why?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, you're right.
Some of them is just like,
don't
I
fucking
just like
know.
Trump.
These niggas be having excuses. These niggas be having. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
His is, yeah, I don't. Well, I feel like the last time I asked him, the excuse wasn't good enough for me, and I literally erased it from my mind. I
know
just saw
you-
him like I literally just saw him like 4 weeks ago. And, like, I
Y'all
can't even
think
remember
Trump
what
was that bad of a president, impacted so many people in a negative way that they were willing to elect a 77-year-old man?
was dead ass.
Yes.
That's sad as fuck.
That's
Yeah.
deep.
A lot of
Because this
people
is the thing,
voted
bro.
against him.
Yeah.
Because it's a thing, bruh. It's like Trump literally. Oh, and then I feel like I was talking to Drew, and he was saying now that Biden and Kamala Harris are in office, it makes me wonder, like what Obama did was even crazier. A black man getting into office,
Yeah.
and especially with especially because Trump made it to office. And I was telling him, I said, bruh, because I can't remember who was running against. Who was going against
Obama?
Obama. Who was it the first time?
Who was that
Mitt
old ass
Romney,
white
right?
guy?
Mitt
No, not
Romney?
Mitt Romney.
John
My-
McCain?
John
John
McCain.
McCain.
John
Yeah.
McCain.
Yeah.
John
John
McCain.
McCain, yeah.
If John McCain decided to incite racism and like not come out and openly be like I'm a white supremacist, but be like bigging up like just
Proud
punch him in
Boys
the
and
head.
shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's take it back to the good old days. If he had the same branding that Trump had, Obama might not have won.
Because that would have been.
The country's
Because-
progressed since Obama.
Yeah,
That's how you know this shit is
yeah.
a cult. Like no
But that's
other
how you know
Republican president had all that. Had all this bullshit.
That's how you know. Not only that, bro. That's
Memorabilia
how
and
you know
flags,
that.
like, come on.
One, Trump is great at marketing. He proved
He's a
that.
businessman first and foremost.
Because he realized we're talking sheer fucking numbers. Period. There's more white people than black people,
Yep.
and there's more white people who do wanted to go back to the good old days where niggas knew their place, and he knew that. And make America, and he framed his shit, "Make America Great Again" around that. Like,
Which is a quote I believe that Ronald Reagan had back in the 80s.
and brought
actually.
it back.
So
And
he basically
he's
just
one of the most
recycled it.
beloved
Republicans.
Yeah.
And he ran off that same steam, bruh. So if John McCain had that same energy, Obama would have really had a problem, probably.
That's probably true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially the first time.
Yeah.
Because the first time, you see what happens the first time Trump got in.
Yeah.
Now, I think Reagan, probably business-wise and presidential-wise, was moving better than Trump was in office.
Yeah, and Reagan
That's
was,
why he
was an
was
actor first, by the way.
And that's why he was able to hit it twice.
Yeah.
Because he was reelected, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Reagan was
Yeah.
he
What,
had,
so
he
he
had
was
2
8
terms.
years? Okay.
He had,
Yeah, I believe
he had
so.
two terms.
Okay.
So he transitioned better from being an actor or Hollywood to a political office.
But that's what kind of surprised me too, because Reagan had 2 terms, George W. Bush had 2 terms.
George W.
Trump
Bush-
only had
Thing that
one.
hasn't had two
George W.
terms.
Bush Sr. only had one, I think.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Oh
I
I
senior.
think so. I can look
Okay,
at it.
I can't
yeah,
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they,
I could be wrong, but let me check.
but the
Yeah.
Bushes, they specialize in politics. This is what the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
He had his father
as-
that was still alive.
Your dad was
And-
president, and now you got one of your sons as president. That's just kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's some G shit. Like you really got this whole system figured out. Like
Yeah.
you make presidents. You
I
know what I'm
remember
saying?
his second when he was about to. Oh, you got it, Liam?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he only served one.
Okay.
From it says January 20th, 1989 to January 20th, 1993.
Okay.
And then I think that's when Bill Clinton came
Bill
in.
Clinton, yeah.
Yeah, Clinton. Yeah,
Clinton
he
was too
came
much
in.
of a force.
Yeah,
Clinton was
he
from
played the saxophone.
93 to 2001.
But then he came back right after because that's when Clinton was done. That's when Bush came in.
Yeah.
That's when his
So
son
it went
came
right
in.
to another Bush.
Yeah, that's when his son
Yeah,
came
so
in.
his son got 8, but he only got 4.
Yeah.
So George Bush Sr. got 4, Clinton got 8.
He really
Bush
got what he
8.
wanted. Honestly,
Low
he
key.
really got
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
12.
The family got 3. The family got 3 terms.
The family got 12.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe in the future another Bush might run.
I would not be surprised, bro. And to be real, he's gonna be a contender. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
But
I know
nostalgic
we're
reasons.
talking 3 generations at this point. Like,
I mean, how can?
Facts.
yeah, bro. Like,
White people, even younger. I guess even if that
because the
wasn't
next
happening,
one,
they could play
the
Bush.
next one will be the younger one. Like, it will be the youngest of the Bushes. So he might be progressive as
I know
fuck.
he has daughters. I don't know if he has sons.
George W.
Yeah.
Yeah,
have
he
no
might
idea.
be progressive. He might be a Republican still, but he might be. He's young, just based off his age. He might. He might be. You know, we might be fucking with him too. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how he
Hopefully,
come at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
depending on like
because I shouldn't care. I shouldn't have to care what party they're coming from. Y'all should all be saying something that I want to hear.
I wish somebody would come and actually. That's one of the things that I really wish. I would wish that like a Republican would come and like rise saying the things that we actually agree with
On both sides.
You know, I mean, like he
in order
starts
to
talking
keep,
like a
too.
Democrat almost. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, to shake the system up, to really see if this is like a left-right kind of thing. Like, what if a Republican came out and he was saying the shit that Biden is saying, and which is like, or any other president, like Obama or something, and which is like a black Republican or something like that, but
Yeah,
he's
true,
like
yeah.
speaking like Obama. Would we actually be like, damn, this year I gotta vote Republican? You know, like would it force us to vote against? You know, that's what would really prove if this is a team thing, or if we are actually caring about the values.
Yeah.
And that's another.
I think Trump helped that.
Trump.
Yeah, I think Trump being in office helped people like.
Some people did go from like it turned some Republicans to Democrats.
A lot. I
this
think
year.
he flipped a lot of Democrats.
Yeah, I've seen some people on TV.
I think
and-
I think him just being there like helped point an eye on like the phoniness of politicians.
Yeah.
Why did it take so
You know
long?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna like in turn trigger people to look at values.
Yeah. And we got both sides of the coin. And before he was in office, we had Obama. We never thought that would happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
President Barack Obama, a black man, is a president of the United States. And then when you see him, he was the perfect image of what a black man running for president or being president should be.
Very,
You know what I'm
Martin
saying?
Luther King-esque.
And then you get somebody that follows up right after that, and it's like, nigga, I can do this shit too. Based off my ego. My ego will get me here.
Yeah.
And literally his ego got him there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So at this point, it's like he got all of people like literally Trump winning made me believe like literally if you were born in America, you can be fucking president now. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
see,
Like,
but that's why Kanye ran too.
yeah, because even when I saw Obama, it was like, I see why he's the president. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a lot for me to even be like on that education and maturity level that this man is on right now.
Yeah.
But it's but with Trump,
He's got presidential qualities. I'm not so sure I have yet.
fact,
You know what I'm saying? But Trump is
He's
like, nigga, I can do this.
I can do what Trump's doing. Trump is just more. He's savage with what he wants to do, and he's moving with the I'll get it by any means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know plenty of people who got that mentality too.
But going back to like the Obama and McCain thing, like I don't necessarily know if McCain, right? Yeah, like if he talked like Trump, I still don't know if he would have won because one, this was the first black president.
Yeah.
And maybe
Which is a lot of gas behind it.
it's never been done before, so I think maybe a lot of Republicans at the time think like this is not going to happen. You know, this is not going to happen. That maybe the energy wasn't on 10 because it was a low probability for
I'm
them.
gonna tell you why the energy wasn't on 10 though, is because he wasn't selling that dream like Trump can sell that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
what I'm saying?
but we just
Even if he didn't use
had
that.
Bush and everything was going their way already. So it wasn't like the reason why they voted for Trump is because they had 8 years of a black man as president, and they're like, we don't fucking want this. You know,
They
definitely
we never
wanted to be a
had that
woman,
before.
fine.
Yeah, around Obama and Biden elected, we just came from Bush, so they never had to like fight against like a nigga in the White House.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like they never had to fight against that because it never happened before. That's why I was saying like they were probably a little more relaxed, you know? So then when it actually happened and then they had not only 4 but 8 years of a black president to look at on the TV, they're just
Yeah.
like, and then Trump comes, he's like, no, we got to vote hard this time, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because now we know it's possible for a monkey to get it now. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No. With that,
Yeah.
that's the undertone of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not
yeah.
the that's not what's said, but that's the undertone of it. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean? Make America great again.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
back in the day, if you come into a rally like this, man, we'll leave him out on a stretcher. You know what I'm saying?
There
Like,
was a reason
Yeah.
for that slogan to work.
Yeah.
After coming from Bush,
I
there
see
was
what you're
no
saying.
reason to have this "Make America Great Again."
Yeah, I
You
see
know,
what you're
because
saying.
it
Yeah, I
went
feel what you're
their
saying.
way for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
true. That
But
makes
it's
sense.
so crazy how like many people he was able to activate in that way, because like if you look at some of those, like even when they were doing a blockade on the Biden bus or some shit like that.
Oh, I remember
yeah,
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Like
Yeah.
even that shit, or just the way that some of these viral videos pop up with the Trump supporters being extra active, like violently active.
But they out here like that's their gang, bruh.
That's
what
this
I'm
shit is a
saying, bro.
cult. That's what I'm
That's
saying. Shit is a fucking
Yeah.
Another
They out here like
4
it's a
years.
gang for
That's why
real.
what you was watching earlier, Kamala's joint was real, because it's like another 4 years of that could literally have changed the whole like projection of where the
America
U.S. would
I would
go.
have moved.
Yeah.
I would have literally been trying to make
You
my
giving
way
these
out of this
Proud
country.
Boys and all these like
shit crazy.
these undertone, extremely racist people this much power for 8 fucking years.
Because imagine if he
Almost
would have
a
got
decade.
imagine if he would have got his son to run after his term. If he
And
would have got
just- and
reelected,
just passed the
and just
alley-oop
been
toss
just
to
keep
him.
going on and
Yeah,
on. And
man,
they're going
man.
to keep voting for him. Like
That shit is scary,
that shit is
yo.
scary as hell. I do appreciate my friends that didn't vote Democrat or Republican though. I had a few friends vote for Howie Hawkins. He was a Green Party, and Joe Jurgensen,
Green Party.
the Libertarian.
I saw their names on there, but I'm.
I never really
ain't-
looked at their-
I
I
don't even
never-
know what you look like, bro.
Bro, honestly, the Green Party, the nigga, he had a lot of great points. Like I should have voted for him.
For real.
Hell yeah! Like
I'm
it was.
sure-
It's some environmental stuff. Like
Is it
hell
all?
yeah.
Man, don't nobody want to hear about that environmental
But
shit.
don't-
Though. I'm
exactly.
gonna be
I'm
real with
saying
you.
don't
I'm
nobody
still the
wanna
guy
hear
who
environmental shit.
I'm still the guy who wishes Andrew Yang caught traction.
Me too. No. I think we're gonna get that Yang action at
We
some
got
point.
to, bro.
I
Me
think we're gonna catch that
4
Yang.
years from now, maybe.
I think maybe even 10 years from now.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's
Or
coming
8.
back because Yang he's not old.
Yeah.
Yang was probably about 50, maybe 40. He
He
seemed,
ain't younger than that.
I don't even
I
think
think
he's.
he's
I,
in
don't,
his- I think
I
he's in
know
his
he's not
30s.
over 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
But
know he's not over
Asians
50.
sometimes they look younger than they are. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
They look like a
true.
teenager and be like
Yeah,
50 years old.
That's true, but
Andrew Yang is 45.
yeah,
I rest
he-
my case.
that's
So
what
he'll
I'm
be like the
saying.
right age to run like
Yeah.
4 or 8 years from now.
He's
Yeah,
the right age to
yeah.
run now, if you ask me.
That's
perfect, and he was running.
Yep.
And he was running.
running,
He
yeah.
just didn't make it. He didn't do the. He didn't make the Democratic.
He didn't make it in time or something?
No. It's not that he didn't make it in time. I don't know if he had enough to stay in the race. Like
Yeah, like what
to
is it,
get
the
on the debate
preliminaries
stage. Yeah,
or
like all the
something?
preliminary.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, it
preliminaries.
really does come to like, you know, your financial support of your campaign. You
Yeah,
know, like,
and then you're
like if
new.
you have if you have the most money, they usually say that like if your campaign has the most money, your chances of being at least, being elected
Yeah.
president
that's
is
the
higher.
main thing is the amount of money you have.
He had Obama,
Getting your voice
Biden
out
had
there.
Obama, like he had a big backing, So
I would have appreciated Bernie Sanders if he would have won.
Oh, no,
Everybody was
yeah.
complaining that he was old, and I'm like, bruh, I ain't.
But
know
I'm gonna be real.
They're
though.
all old.
all these niggas is old.
They're all old, yo.
But did he have a heart attack or
But we
something?
can we can see his. It
can
look.
see. He look like he
can
about to
see-
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
cause what? How old is Bernie? We know Joe is 77.
Bernie's
Yeah,
Bernie
probably in
might
the
be- Ber-
80s.
even if they're the same age, Joe looked like he can still jog. Like Bernie,
Yeah.
like I would,
Bernie is 79, bro.
and that's what I'm saying. And like look at those two, and they only have 3 years apart from each other.
Yeah. 2
Like, yeah, 2 years. Yeah, like it looked like Joe could still jog. Like, I don't want to see Bernie jogging. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
with-
just looked too. He looked too old, bro.
I was a Bernie guy though. Like a lot of the
Oh, yeah,
stuff
we
that
all
he said
love
to
what he
me,
was saying.
said to me, said.
Yeah.
I was just like, damn man, he's
Nigga,
making
Nancy
a lot of
Pelosi
sense.
is 80 years old.
Who?
Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, she's 80 years old.
Nancy Pelosi. Oh shit. Damn.
all-
Sorry, I just my bad. I was thinking.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. It's all old people in these politics, bro.
Yeah, they definitely need to cut off, man.
Yeah, man. But
But I
that
don't feel like enough kids. I don't even know if that. Well, I ain't gonna say kids, but enough people are like into politics like that.
I think it would be
Like, people
more.
in the 30s
I think
or
this year
younger
taught a lot of
too.
people that their vote does count.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, some of these places were only beat by like 20,000. That's not a lot of people
Yeah.
in one state.
Yeah.
Your state got millions of people, and it was
Where-
only 20,000.
Where
You know
was
what I'm
that?
saying?
Where they literally, it was literally a difference between like 3 votes. Where? One of my
Yeah.
clients was telling me today. Damn, I
don't
can't
know,
remember what
but
she
yeah,
said.
But yeah, like, you know, stuff like that. And it's like, bro, you just didn't do it, bro, because you didn't feel like it, because you had to work. We had.
Oh, you mean voting?
Hell
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got the mail-in one.
You did the
it came
mail-in
to
one.
Yeah, it came to the
Okay.
place.
I did early voting in person, and it was
I went the
pretty,
day of.
and it was quick. How was it the day of?
It was fine. I went at like 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Nobody in that bitch.
Oh,
See, that's crazy.
PM?
I went in
PM.
I went in,
Okay.
I go to Wake Forest though, so
Yeah,
maybe
I went
that's
to the
what
one
it
over
is,
in
but
Garner. That shit was dead as hell.
Nobody. It was a few people in there. I was
Do you
in
think
and out.
maybe because a lot of people already
Yeah,
voted?
a lot
maybe?
of people. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people did it during early
Yeah.
And
voting.
probably did the sign-in one too.
Or the mail-in
Because
one,
I
yeah.
would take Ghost to the Laurel Hills like a few times a week, and they were doing early voting out there, and it was
Laurel Hills.
always packed. Laurel Hills Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know
used to
about
go
Laurel
there all
Hills
the
because
time.
that was Leon's. That
I
was Leon's
grew
spot.
up hooping out there. That was
That's
we
literally
do
why
every-
we going out there, so this
Oh,
nigga can
yeah.
go fucking hoop. They be
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
we used to hoop in Laura Hill.
Bro, you should
Yeah.
go. They be having pizza. They
I
be
know
bringing
what it's- you don't gotta
Gatorades
tell me
out
about
there.
Laura Hill.
All
I know
type
what
of
it's like.
shit.
I'm the OG.
Every
You sick of it?
every other day, they
Hey,
be
is
fucking
Ian
hooping.
still out there? The homeless dude that be hooping?
I don't know who
That
that
nigga's
is.
nasty.
For
It
real?
really just be
Probably
my,
is.
it really just be my nigga and his friends.
I don't think he's really
like,
there.
and it'd be
Yeah.
like a few weeks ago, it was like some little young white boys. They was probably like between 14 and 16 years old. One dude out there who was 14. The nigga was 6'3".
God,
Oh,
damn.
Buckets. But and they're fundamental basketball players, so
Nah.
they're really playing.
Yo,
but they was
you-
playing with like you know what I'm saying, my nigga and his friends.
You
They be
better,
hooping out
you
there.
know, you know
They
who
was
better not sleep
playing.
on. You know who you better not sleep on at the basketball court. Them Asians.
Oh, are
There
Asians really?
is one Asian.
Asians
dude
will
next
bust
to
you
me
the
out there.
fuck down on the basketball court.
Damn,
First of all,
today?
Because you don't see him on there a lot. So
they're the
there for a reason.
they're the largest consumers of the NBA.
Oh.
China is.
Yeah.
They're the largest
Wow.
consumer
There was
of
a
the
Chinese
NBA.
girl out there. There was a Chinese girl and there was
That's
a
why that
little
us-
white girl out there. They was balling. They
That's
be
that
balling
statement
out
that
there.
the commissioner, I think it was commissioner, somebody made last year went like so crazy because China shut down the NBA thing for a minute. Like as far as getting content, they said
Yeah.
we're not going to get this content based on like a statement that was made. I don't remember the whole story, but
Yeah,
it's like they lost billions because of that.
yeah. China is literally their number one. We come second to them
That is
for
crazy.
our own NBA.
Yeah.
China. So if you see an Asian person out there with him and his homies, especially if they're driving expensive cars, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
They're balling.
Lexus most times.
And yeah, Lexus.
You need to come out
Lexus.
there. It'd be fun. Bring
Lexus.
a puppy out there.
Lexus.
I'll watch it.
Lexus
Yay,
most times.
don't you dare go into that little 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 game thinking them boys about to play with you. They're there for a W, bro. I promise you, bro. Like, bro, it's strategic. It looks like they're moving like they've ran plays before.
Yeah.
Like they've thought about all this,
And
bro.
they're trying to beat us at our own game.
Them niggas be out there balling.
They
And
be
I be
out
like,
there
bro,
balling,
y'all
bro.
be out here for hours. They be out there 4 or 5 hours playing fucking ball.
A lot of
Shit is
cardio.
crazy.
Yeah, we were out there playing for a while. We hit a nice little stride of like 2 to 3 weeks.
There was some old heads out there boxing. the
It
other
was
day.
about a solid month. I give us a month.
Yeah, it was about a month. We was getting better in that
I
month.
take Ghost out there to the little. They got a baseball field that's like the second baseball field. I'll be taking him out there and I just be letting his ass run. Get all his energy out.
Yeah.
I throw a ball every once in a while, but he
What?
prefers to be near the basketball court because he like the people watch.
True. Oh, yo, it don't really fucking matter, man. We talking about politics, yo. There's a new president. You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
I mean, shit. Everybody's this week. Everybody's
that's
probably
what-
just going to be
that's what
talking
we're gonna
about
be
this.
talking about, bro. You know what I was thinking about? Okay, you remember? Oh, I got 2 points to make about Joe Biden. That's interesting. He's so old, right? He's one of the oldest.
He's so. How old is he?
Yeah, he's so old.
His
I didn't-
mama.
He's not even a part of the baby boomers. He's from the generation before the baby boomers.
Shit. Damn.
Yes.
Generation.
Yeah.
don't
What
know
is
what
that
that is.
generation? Because I just know from generation
But you know how, like-
boomers, like the boomers to up.
Yeah, you know how we like complain about the boomers and
Yeah.
like and
boomers
a lot of people
and then Gen X.
and a lot of people complain about them.
Millennials.
You know what I'm saying about
Yeah.
their way of living. He's
Yeah.
from the one before that.
Yeah.
So it's like he's been able to see all that. So that's what they were saying. Think about that as like, you know, how's those apples? Even though it's another old white man, it's like at least he's not from the generation that I guess we've had the most problems with. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, like I said, the whole controversy, like that's why I wasn't so hard for Biden, but it was more of sort of just getting Trump out. Because
Yeah.
at least with Biden, to me, like it's why I think it's better with Biden in there is because I think he's just a better representative for the country. Like
Yeah.
in terms of like to other countries, you know, I just didn't like this whole like Trump is the representative of the country. Like he's the
Yeah.
mascot of
Yeah,
America.
yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But Biden is more appropriate. He's more of a,
He looks more prestigious, more put together.
He looks presidential.
Very dapper.
and he
looks
is
exactly.
presidential.
Yeah.
He's mature. You know,
Yeah.
like he's more experienced. You know,
He said tonight, we're gonna do what we have to do to get rid of systematic racism in our
I
country.
remember when he said
I heard
systematic.
you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I was just like,
I heard you.
ooh,
What are you
systematic.
Systematic racism has been keeping the black man down for a
I
long
wanna-
time.
But
Bruh,
systematic
all
is a
this
very
shit.
important word.
Yeah,
you know,
it
not
is.
just
Yes.
racism.
That means you plan on
Systematic.
going in there and changing
Systemic.
some laws.
Yeah,
that-
systemic. That's
They
the,
need to get these
That means you
courts
plan on
and these
putting policies
judges.
down and changing laws. So
That, yeah. Yeah.
that's what you said to me tonight. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I really do have a sneaky feeling that he's a guy who just like knows all the.
He got to
dirty
get to stay
shit,
innocent.
and it
That's
just
what we
kind of
need.
wants to bring it all to light.
And that was another thing that they were saying when I was looking at it is they were like, this is the most politically educated person because he's been in government for 40 something years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they said he knows policy. He knows government better than any president that's ever went into office.
Yeah.
Because he has so much more experience than anybody else that's ever been in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So it's like if you saying to me in your presidential winning speech you're going to eradicate systematic racism, he told me what the plan was. I'm not going to be pressing him until year 2. You told me what the plan was. You said you're going to take care of COVID's our first issue, and I understand that. Let's go ahead and knock this out the park. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get this out
Get
the
America
way.
back on track.
Let's get every other country's back on track. You know
lot
what I'm
of
saying? Like a lot of these countries are back on track because they actually just shut everything down for a fucking month.
Yeah.
And
They
now,
had good leadership.
and now they're on fucking vacation and at concerts already together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know if they're at concerts, but they're definitely holding concerts. Like
Yeah.
holding social distance concerts.
Yeah.
We're nowhere near that right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We're nowhere near even a social distance concert right now.
See, but I guess
So-
the whole thing, like, even though I'll let it slide for now until we see how his presidency
See how it
goes.
plays out, yeah.
Like I had been seeing stuff of like, you know, like for instance, there was this video of Johnny Carson, who was the first host of the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
You know, way back before even Jay Leno
The
had it.
legend, pretty much.
Yeah. I saw this joke that he made about Joe Biden because, of course, Joe Biden, he was running for president for since the 90s.
Yeah,
And, like, in
They
the
say
90s.
he ran 3 times.
Yeah, this
And
may
this-
have
this
been
is the
late,
third time.
early 90s. Yeah,
This is the 3rd time he's running for president and actually won.
yeah, and but the joke that Johnny Carson was saying is, yeah, and a lot of people are accusing Joe Biden. You heard of this guy? Yeah, he's been accused of plagiarizing like other people's speeches, and and he said. I think the punchline was something like, yeah, but then Joe Biden turned to his team and said, don't worry, you have nothing to worry about. The only thing to fear is fear itself, which, of course, is a famous quote. So
saying,
that was the
yeah.
punchline. But I just thought it was interesting. And then I heard something else about him, like, I guess, like just using other people's speeches or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, okay, well, I'll let it slide. I'll let that
Look,
slide because he
it's
may
a little
just be
flim-
telling us what we want to hear. But
That's true. But this is just the first year that I've watched it enough to where I can hold them accountable.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I voted for you. I heard what you said.
Yeah.
I'm looking for some results in 2 years at least.
And just
I
like
need to
Harris, remember, like you were saying, like
yeah.
Harris, like, either did something against black people. I think he like voted or tried to pass something that was going to
Yeah.
hurt the black community or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's the whole thing, well, people do change and, but is he changing because he's going with the tide or, so it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's just like, you know what?
And I've heard him during the debates when
Trump,
like when Trump was really pressing him, because that was like Trump's whole thing with the debate. Like
that was his argument.
the moderator asked a question, and I'd be like, "Y'all answer your question, but did you take money from Iran?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or did you sign the '92 crime bill? And like where he said at least twice, or at least in each debate, when that would happen, and Trump was pressing him, he was like, "We made a mistake. I made a mistake. Period." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And I give him credit because he said I made a mistake.
Accountability.
He took
He took
admitted it.
accountability for
There,
it.
yeah.
He didn't try to spin from it. He said, "Hey, look, man, I made a mistake. I've said I made a mistake."
Talk
When
about
I-
the 94
the,
crime
the
bill?
94 crime bill, yeah. And I
I was
plan
gonna
on.
say, he said he didn't take any money, right? Didn't he say that?
No,
about
no. Yeah,
other
he
things?
didn't take. He always turned the money down. He never got the money thing, but I heard him verbally say out of his mouth on the debate stage, "I made a mistake when I did that."
Okay, well,
Right.
I will say that is better than saying I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll give him the
Yeah,
benefit,
yeah,
that
yeah.
benefit of the doubt.
Which I have to give you credit for that.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like if he didn't, well, I don't know if this is true either, but it's like I don't feel like somebody like Kamala Harris because she was taking crazy shots at him when she was running. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people were saying. She was. See, I didn't see those. I didn't see those pre things. I didn't see that when we were trying to decide who was going to even be the Democratic representative. I didn't see those when they were going at it.
Okay.
But apparently Kamala Harris was getting up in this nigga's ass to the point that like people were like, I can't even believe that he picked her as a vice president because the way she was getting up in his ass, like
she called him racist and a rapist.
like the way that she was getting up in his ass, like you wouldn't want to work with somebody like that. So they were saying like, I don't know, man. Based off of like those facts that I saw, maybe I'm just a Democrat or whatever. Fuck you if you're, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you if you feel some type of way. But it's like, hey, if he said I can work with this person that was digging up in my ass, clearly you trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody said fuck you and your whole family, and then 2 years later, you're like, me and this person are starting a business. We're gonna take over everything, and it's like okay, there's some sort of value in this person. To the fact that they did something that I can't fuck with you over, but I'm still down to work with them. You know.
Yeah. I'm just hoping, like, remember, like, look, the presidency, like, okay, you got that title or whatever, but remember, at the same time, it all comes down to, you want to pass this and you want to do this and all that stuff. It's still got to go through Congress. So, I haven't been keeping up with, like, how many Democrats are in the House or how many Republicans are in the House, but that's really going to be crucial for them to get shit that they want to pass.
I think what they need to do, because that was something that he kind of brought up in the speech too, because remember when he was talking about how, like, we literally just have to make things fair for every American. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if they're trying to get something really, well, I would hope that they do this, but they never do this, or they kind of do this.
Because Obama tried to do so, and everybody always makes excuses for Obama every time. Obama was the greatest president. Oh, but he didn't do this. He didn't this and that. Yeah, but it was the Republicans in the House, and like that's.
And this is what I'm thinking. Say this is a Republican in the House thing, right? Say it's a homeless family or whatever. I'm the president. It's a homeless family that literally the Republicans in the House will not sign a bill so that we can put this homeless person in a house. What Trump would do, and which gets laws passed, I feel like, Trump would be like, would hold a press conference and be like, this is the problem that we have. I don't care who you are. This is literally the problem that we're having right now. I'm presenting this is a solution. I'm presenting it to the House. They won't fuck with me. I need y'all to make some noise because this is crazy. You know
he would literally say it, like come out and say that.
Yeah, like he would come out and be like, "This is stupid as hell." Yeah. They're literally holding back your rights, yo.
And then he would get everybody mad about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Turn on Congress and shit.
I feel like that should continue because, like, when there's situations like that, like if you have a great bill that's literally going to help a group of people that clearly need the help, but your House of Representatives won't let the fucking bill pass. Bro, put them niggas on blast,
because that's why some people do call Obama soft, because sometimes it seemed like he was a great speech person, but he wasn't a fighter, like to get shit done. Like, no, we're gonna do this. He was sort of like, I can't get it done. So,
and all right. And then my other thing about Joe Biden was like, remember when it was like first happening, bruh, and all we saw were clips of Joe Biden where you were like, but this man is not fit to be the president. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, think about how bad it looked for him, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, it looked really bad for him. I literally didn't even consider him as a presidential candidate. Not only that, we didn't even see the dude. We didn't even see him, bro.
Yeah, and with me,
he wasn't nearly as active as anybody else.
And with me, I just hate like it feeling like we're always having to choose between a handful of people, like a handful of the same people. We're either gonna vote for a Bush, we're gonna vote for a Clinton, because what's his name? What's her name was running, Hillary. So we're gonna vote for a Clinton, and then we're gonna vote for somebody who was, vice president to Obama. So like there's already that link there, and then
Hillary got too much dirt on her name. It's not gonna work for her. It's not gonna happen for her. I don't think it'll happen.
It's just that, like,
even if she does it again, I don't think people. It's too many people that do not fuck with her.
It's like, to Trump's credit, I mean, like, he was the freshest name in the bunch, along with Bernie. They were they weren't affiliated with someone who was already president.
They were, they had fresh faces, new ideas.
Speaking of Bernie, he actually predicted this, right?
Did he?
Yeah, he predicted the way that this would play out while ballots were being counted. He predicted it a year ago exactly what happened word for word. It's going to come down to these states. He named the states that we were waiting on in real time these last couple of days. He was like, it's going to come down to these swing states.
And he was right?
He was right, 100%.
See, we could have even had a prophet in the fucking White House. You know? So, I know. Oh, they're going to...
How much time are we at, too?
Man, we're going pretty long, honestly.
Really?
I can't tell because it's all in bar form. I didn't change it. So it's all showing as bar up top.
Just change the... You can just hit the drop down while it's going.
I've tried to. I was about to do that a second. Okay, it still works? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
it still works.
We're at 121.
121.
All
All
right,
right, cool.
I tried to before.
And there's probably 10 minutes of pre-credit, so we had a good spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
But what I was pretty much saying was that Biden looked so bad, and then when he won the elect for the Democrats, and then when I started seeing him, he still wasn't active. But on them debate stages, I was like, holy shit, this nigga is clicking up there. Like, he be fumbling his words and shit, but I know people that fumble their words and like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just did it. Nah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like that don't bother me.
I relate to him.
That don't bother me when he did it. But I'm like, he doesn't sound as stupid as them sound bites. I was like, all I saw was
I saw the funniest roast of him today.
bruh, it was just so
who?
many. Joe Biden, bruh.
really?
It was
it
like
was so
Fox
many
News.
sound bites.
It was like Fox News. Like, I'll show y'all afterwards.
Okay.
They roasted his thing by mimicking what he did on stage.
Yeah.
Boy, that shit was
was funny?
boy.
Yeah, it's because it's like, bro, he had so many like soundbite moments where it was like, what the fuck is he talking about right now? Like, this dude is crazy, dog. But every time he was on a debate stage or any time during this election that he's had to give a speech, bro has been on point. If he fumbles his words, that's what it is. But his message, he has a very clear message.
Yeah,
every
because
time.
I was looking to see like if he was reading from a prompter and all that stuff, and he wasn't. So
Yeah,
it
you know what I
seemed
mean?
like it was just coming off the dome.
Seemed like
So
he
I'm
was good.
okay.
So I say that to say, I wonder if that has to deal with Obama like stepping in to help him more during
Maybe
the
I wonder
campaign.
if he coached him.
Because Obama in the beginning was not okay, bro. If Joe Biden is running for vice president, in my mind, if Leon was running for vice president, but you didn't hear me endorse Leon for 6 months, and he's on a campaign trail, that seems strange. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And that's what Obama was doing to Joe Biden. So I was like, I wasn't even considering Joe Biden. Obama not even endorsing.
It's like you barely even heard him talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? If Obama endorses you, I'm with it.
Smiling and
But-
groping women weirdly, but
Yeah, but then towards the end, when it started to become the thick of it, Obama started popping out quite frequently. Like he was popping out, making speeches, rolling with them, and I was like, I wonder if they had a conversation, and he was like, "Hey, look, man, you out here wilding. You got to get your shit together." You know what I'm saying? Like because he was low key was wilding before. I feel like he was wilding before. He was either wilding before or he really just had too many brain fart moments in public. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just for me, I'm like curious to know like if somebody had a conversation with him and was like, bro, get your shit together, bro. Like, you out here trying to run for president, bro. You look stupid as
there had to be. There had to be some
that's
kind
what
of
I'm
like,
thinking,
you know, some
because-
kind of training, and you know, like how they'll like if you're an entertainer or something like that, they'll give you a what is it like publicity training or something like that. So how to
publicity training,
you know.
media
training.
media training.
Yes, how to be.
Yeah, so I wonder
in
if
front of
something
camera.
like that happened because he literally just went from like lost and confused Joe Biden to all of a sudden, oh shit, this nigga's ready to be the president.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's really running. So
Yeah.
but that's crazy. But then I guess we'll end on this. We'll do a ride out if anybody has a ride out.
Fuck Donald Trump.
For Donald Trump.
It's only right.
I'm gonna play that. I can't remember what the minute marker was, but I'm gonna play that in the podcast as well.
Yeah.
But we have to make sure we mention rest in peace to King Von.
Oh man.
He was murdered outside of an Atlanta nightclub.
By the police.
No,
it wasn't the police.
It wasn't the police.
yeah,
It was
one of-
Quando. It was
Quando
he
Rondo's
got-
homie.
Yeah, he got into an altercation with like Quando Rondo's homie inside the club that spilled out into the street. There's footage of the whole thing. I saw the whole
Yeah,
murder.
that shit
bro.
was crazy.
I saw the murder. You saw it?
Yeah, they shot him while they was
Isn't-
fighting. That's fucked up.
Isn't it just crazy that we
You see his body like
we just see a murder?
and it's
I
just
saw
like,
that shit.
Well,
so
it depends.
desensitized.
It depends on how you reacted to it. Yeah, if you
well,
reacted
for
to
me,
it,
it was far
calmly?
enough back to where like
I'm numb to it almost.
that's
I
what I
couldn't
mean.
really
Then
see-
it's
I'm numb to it.
You know what I'm
concerning.
saying? I
Yeah.
didn't see any blood or like anything like that.
didn't see any
And he had on a
blood.
white shirt, so he definitely got hit somewhere.
Yes,
Up here.
but his homies were the way they were dragging him.
Like his body was already limp. It looked like
It did. It did look
like,
limp. It didn't look
He looked
like
like
too
he
much.
tried to step a little bit, and it was just like
it wasn't too
limp.
much going on, bro. But I'm a
Yeah.
little numb to that shit, bro.
Yeah,
That
because
shit
then
sad.
that's what's scary about it. Like
That's-
if we
and
get to
that's
the
what's
point where it
scary,
feels like you're
crazy.
just watching a movie or something like that, yeah, that's concerning.
And that's what's crazy. And bro, when I saw it, I was like, I can't believe this is out, bro. like I just don't want my murder footage. If I do get murdered, I hope I don't get murdered. But you know what I'm saying? Like my death to just be viral.
Nah.
Yeah.
I hope.
God, that shit is fuck that, bro. That's one of the reasons why I wanna when I pass away or when I die, I want to be cremated.
My mom does too.
I'm not with that open casket shit. You're not about to be just like parading
People
my
be taking
body.
pictures and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't like that shit. You're not playing with my body after I'm gone. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Just
Damn,
burn it
for
up.
real?
I'm not with it, bro. Hey, look,
probably
y'all
won't do
know
it.
me. If I go, don't let them parade my body around. I'm not
Yeah,
with
nah,
that
I
shit.
ain't gonna do that.
I'm not with it.
If I go, parade my shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, that's his.
They
that's
got
his
it hang
choice.
from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's his choice. Put me in an urn. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, Caribbean
I
people
just- I
extra.
just-
They gotta updo everything.
Nah, I didn't even.
Yeah.
I'm glad you think I'm pretty though, but it ain't that.
I said Caribbean, but okay.
Oh, I thought I heard pretty.
Oh,
I'm
Caribbean. Okay,
Damn,
okay. I
definitely
didn't hear
heard
that either.
pretty. Yeah.
It's okay. You are pretty. You are beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Maybe my ego is bigger than I thought. Okay. No, for me it's just like I feel like if I'm at a certain age, like where I have like grandkids and shit like that, I want them to see my body. Because when I saw my grandparents' body in their casket, that showed me that life wasn't like forever, and it showed me, you know what I'm saying, like at a young age, I was able to see that
Yeah.
and have appreciation for being here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Def does that to
that
you.
was just me, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew they were gone, and of course I was
Yeah.
bawling and crying and shit.
Yeah.
But when I go and saw the open casket and saw them, like, I had questions, like, where's their makeup? Why are they this? Why this? And like, I had these kind of
Yeah,
questions.
see, I
they
don't
answered
like
me,
all
shit
that
like-
stuff.
I don't like that
Yeah.
shit either. But
Yeah.
they gave me those answers. They told me what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I only like
I
it when
got
they
that.
look like
That was
they're-
just my personal like
when
experience.
they look like they went peacefully. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Like my uncle when he passed, he looked like he was just sleeping. But like my aunt had cancer. She had breast cancer when she died. She didn't look like my aunt.
She looks
You know what I'm
stressed
saying?
out.
She looked very stressed. Like she was very skinny, very frail. Like facially, I could tell that it
You
was
could tell that was
her.
your aunt, but you
But
could tell she
that
had
on my
been
aunt
through
don't look
something.
like that. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with my
Yeah.
dad. Like I didn't want to see my dad like that when he died.
And
like,
even corpses, just in general, they like.
They're lifeless.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
change your features to a certain extent.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah. It's gonna change how you look a little bit.
Because my
Yeah.
friend, the first time I saw, like, you know, like been to like a wake or something like that
Yeah,
was in
the wake, that's what they're
2006.
called, yeah.
When
The viewing.
when a friend of mine that I knew, like a mutual friend in high school,
Yeah.
we were a little outside of high school, so we were probably like 21, 22, and then she got into a motorcycle accident, and a lot of us high school friends like went to the wake and all that stuff, and I saw her in the casket, and she didn't quite look like herself, and it was just that was the first time I saw, like, you know, a dead body essentially.
Yeah. And it also depends on how they went to. Because like
Yeah.
in high
Yeah.
school, one of my classmates had died in a car accident, and like
Oh, yeah.
I just remember like the details from which they said I knew he wasn't going to look like he.
Yeah,
they
it
tried
was
their
bad.
best.
Yeah, I know
you
what
know
you
what I'm saying,
mean.
to get him to look
And the reason
Presentable.
I think
Exactly.
another reason, I'm glad what you said helped me realize another reason why I don't do the open caskets at all is because that's literally the last thing that I remember. That's the
Yeah.
last look
Last
that I
image.
see
Yeah,
of you.
I want to remember you how I
But
remember you.
when
not
my
that.
grandfather passed, we had him cremated. There was a nice, huge ass fucking picture of him in front of like his urn.
That was my dad.
Yeah.
Just like my
And,
dad.
yeah,
My dad.
and was he military?
My dad?
Yeah,
No.
okay.
No, I
But
just
literally-
a huge picture thing.
I don't remember that. I don't want that to be my last image of you. Like when I see
dogs
when I think of my great grandma, I think of all the fun times we had, and I remember her like laughing and smiling and joking. But I also the first thing that comes up is the image of her in the casket.
Oh.
And I don't like that. That's the first thing that
Yeah.
normally comes to mind. It's the image of them in the casket.
Yeah.
But when you go to somebody's funeral and they've been cremated, you see a nice picture of them smiling or
Yeah,
whatever.
you see the pictures of
and
them.
the last thing that you remember is whatever your memories are of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been y'all at an amusement park, joking around,
That's
chilling.
a good point. That's a
you know
really
what I'm
good
saying?
point. I can see where that.
Yeah,
like,
and
that
I don't like that. That's like
Remember me as I was.
when I
That's
think of
what
my
you-
great grandma, it's like I think that then I think of all the fun times we had. But I see her there in the casket first, and I don't like that part.
I feel that.
Look,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
anything, look, I would say, shit, if I was president, I would make funerals fun. Because funerals are the saddest
I want my
thing.
death to be a parade.
Yeah, it's
that's how they do it.
Funerals,
That's
like-
how they do in New Orleans.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I don't like
celebrate
it that
your
it's
life.
sad. I don't
I
like
don't
it that
like
it's
Play
sad.
music and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
The
I
organ
I don't
music.
want that.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we
like
don't need,
it's
we
so
don't need all
somber.
That.
I don't want
We
that.
don't need all that.
You,
We don't need
that's
all
what I'm saying. Like, you know, like play like their favorite music or something. You know, like put a playlist of all the songs they love.
Have a parade, throw a concert in my. You know,
It should
what
be a
I'm saying?
celebration of life.
It's celebrate me. That's it. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, turn
wish
up
it was
to what
more
I did
like
in
that.
my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I want to be.
it's so
I want
sad.
to be one of those ones where they just sit me on the couch. Like,
Oh my God! Like fucking
with a blood and a bottle of Crown,
Weekend at Bernie's or something.
sunglasses on, like this.
My Jesus Christ!
You want them to stuff you, yo? You want to be stuffed, yo? You want to
That
have
shit gonna be fire.
Like those deers
No,
and
when the
shit.
rigor mortis
Facts.
weekend, your
Yeah.
shit gonna be still. I'm gonna tell him when I die, just adjust my hands. Like this.
She did used to like to
Adjust my
drink.
body.
Matter of fact, when I die, I'm probably just gonna do like this. Just hope.
when you feel yourself going, you gonna pose.
Yeah,
Yeah. You gonna pose,
Oh,
so we
shit,
can't
I'm
fix her
at the
back.
end. I'm at-
Yeah,
that shit is funny.
we can't fix her. We can't put his arm down.
Imagine if my arms did do like this.
That'd be crazy.
I'm gonna put them down.
And they couldn't fix it because they
That's
would break
funny
it or
as
something.
hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
because
shit,
shit.
another closed casket because we had to break her arms.
So yeah, that's the that's my thing with
Make
it.
funerals
I want it to
fun,
be
man.
a-
Celebration of
I
life,
want it
not
to be a celebration of my life, especially because, and that's another thing that I've always thought about. I don't know why I've always thought about it, but I've always, you know what I thought about it? I heard Biggie's mom talking about it one time. Damn, we started at King Von, yo. But you know,
Oh
rest in
shit!
peace to
Yeah,
King
yeah.
Von. I don't want to take
Because the
nothing
guy
away.
was talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to take nothing away from King Von. You know, rest in peace to King Von. But Biggie's mom talked about that her son died early, before the age of 25.
Yeah.
And she feels like she was blessed because he left back so much music. She could hear him every day still.
Yeah.
If she wanted to.
Yeah.
A lot of people who don't do anything creatively or any sort of artistic work, especially down to their voice. We do podcasts.
Yeah.
God forbid any of us go, our parents will start listening to these podcasts because they can hear us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the people who we leave, they can hear our voice. They can really enjoy us still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can still get a piece of you because that's like
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. I think about that. nigga all the
Yeah,
time.
Bernie Mac, but we have that concept. We can still like really enjoy Bernie Mac even though he's not here. We'll get sad. Anytime we see Bernie Mac, anytime I see Bernie Mac, I'll be like, damn, he's fucking
Every time
gone.
I'd be like, damn, but I still indulge.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
enjoy him, even though I'm like, I have a split second where I'm like, fuck, he's gone though, you know?
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that I've always thought about. And another realization that I came to, so it was Biggie's mom saying that her son left her albums to listen to. And then another thing is when I used to work at Sprint for the tech support, people would die in other people's lives and they would be calling us to try to get that recording of their voicemail because that's the only thing that they have of their voice.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because think about people who they don't do shit. All they do is, you know what I'm saying? They don't do any. They don't rap. They don't sing. They don't podcast. They don't do anything. So they just don't have
Were you
audio.
able to get in
Footage
that?
of them.
Oh yeah, there's a department you have to get them to, but but yeah, they will be able to issue it so that they can put it on like a disc or something. But yeah, man, like when you haven't left enough of yourself on this earth, like the people that you leave behind, bruh, like you don't know who.
It'll be like you never existed.
Yeah, and you don't know who it is, but there's gonna be 1 to 2 and maybe even 5 people. Even if it's just one person, there's gonna be one person who might literally go insane looking for just remnants of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't know who that person's gonna be in your life, but it's gonna be at least one person that literally might drive themselves insane just because they're looking for something that you left behind that they can enjoy for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Think about all those billions of people who don't have like. It's almost as if they never exist. All the people born before the photograph was even like
Yeah, exactly.
created.
Yeah.
Or the
painting.
camera was even
Yeah.
created. Like all those
Exactly.
billions of people who just.
Yeah.
It's almost like they never existed.
Facts.
Yeah.
Slaves, unmarked gravestones. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What you saying?
It was nothing important. It was really kind of dumb. I was gonna say I feel like people like who lived at a certain time and age, like way back. I feel like all their lives had to be intriguing because there was nothing going around. Like they
Oh,
all,
yeah,
they all
yeah.
had to be out doing
Had to be
shit.
doing
like, you know what I'm
something.
saying? Like
Had
they
to be.
all had to
Had
be.
They probably
to be.
lived.
That's why I
life,
miss my
and then
youth
that's it.
so much.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's why like journals back then were so fucking powerful and
Yeah.
shit. Because it's
Yeah.
like, bruh, we
They
won't
probably got a
know-
self-portrait maybe of themselves.
You had to have money, and you had to have money for that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. You probably have to be
So
rich
you were at
back in the
you were
day.
at a certain level for that. Like the average Joe wasn't doing like, you know what I'm saying?
Working at the steel mill and
yeah,
dying. That's
yeah. They weren't getting no family photos, you know.
yeah.
it was mad as hell to catch that son. What the fuck you drawing for? You're gonna work for the goddamn mill.
You're gonna go to work at 12.
Go to fucking work.
Put that goddamn
Fuck
pencil
you
down.
in
That ain't gonna
school. Get
pay.
in the fucking
That
mind.
ain't gonna.
You need to mind this cold.
That goddamn pencil ain't gonna pay no bills.
Yeah.
Put this hard hat on.
I ain't
Yeah.
never learned how to write. Look at me.
And then they die. And then they get cancer from all that shit they've been breathing in. And,
oil,
and,
yeah,
and then-
the-
and
the
they
rig.
die at 65, but they didn't give
Right.
everything to their family.
The lifespan was shorter back then and shit.
That shit is crazy, bro. Shit back in the day.
I'm
going to
watch October Sky when I get home.
Oh shit!
Is
I
it
don't
about
know
that?
It's about coal mines a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's like Jake
watched
Gyllenhaal's in it.
Okay, I might have seen it because I watched the
Y'all didn't
movie.
have to watch, did you go to middle school here? You didn't.
No.
Oh, we had to
no,
watch
no.
it in middle school.
Oh,
I didn't watch it. I
Did
just
we?
saw it on HBO.
I
shit.
did.
Yeah, I think there's an issue with my memory, but we'll talk about that.
At
another
my
time.
middle school, we did.
We'll talk about that issue next time.
Is that
Well, I
them
took it in
snoring?
floor and technology class, so we
Yeah.
had to.
No,
we
we had the
built a
same
rocket.
bed?
We built rockets, so they built a rocket in like I don't know. I don't
It
know
was
if
like the
first-
50s or something.
Yeah, the 50s. They built
Oh.
a rocket and shit.
But the movie came out in '99. But
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it
I
takes place in the
remember that.
50s.
yeah,
Yeah.
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
It was Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal's
Yeah.
like first
I might
like
have seen
role.
that.
He
I
was
might
a
have
teen.
seen
or
that.
Yeah, I
something.
love that movie. It's great.
Yeah.
Check it out.
But yeah, but speaking of that, like I feel like I might start like recording my mother more.
Yeah.
She's the
Yeah,
only
I'm gonna
parent I
take
got
more
left.
pictures with my
Yeah.
mom. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely
Yeah,
start
and
doing
like your mom does music, so at least you got albums you can
Oh,
listen.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I
Which
mean? You have that,
is
but
gonna
still,
hurt.
you
It's
might
gonna
want
hurt.
more visual footage.
She
You
was
know
a
you
great
got
singer.
you know you got something for audio wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you might
Oh
want
man,
more-
listening to her sing, that's
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, you know, but you might
But-
want more visual stuff. So
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Like what my like
Right,
the
and I
footage.
got a new camera. Oh, it's
Yeah.
You're gonna have your mom in HD.
That's why it really is important to make sure you like photograph and document.
a lot.
That's
always
what I do.
I
That's
always
what I do,
forget
yeah.
that shit. You
I
know
do
You
what
know,
I'm saying?
and that's
bro. I
why,
do
because I
too.
always want to live in the moment, like especially like when I go to like concerts or
Yeah.
something like that. Like the first maybe few minutes, I'm definitely gonna be recording. But like even when I go on vacation or something, I don't like being on my phone or recording
Yeah.
shit like that because it's just like I want to live in the moment. Like I don't want to have to all my memories be me holding my fucking phone.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that.
It's like you just gotta know when to
We
pull
need
it
to get
out.
Polaroids.
We
We
need
just
to
need
go.
to get little disposable cameras.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Dead ass.
true. We get a bunch of
Disposable
disposable
cameras.
ones.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
those were good because you would use those.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
you
got
can
it
have
for
a
a
physical
moment.
picture.
Yeah.
You got it for a moment and you use that shit.
Having
because
that
it made
physical
sense to
picture
you.
is rare now, too.
Yeah.
So you need that because anything can go
I'm
down.
gonna start doing
Facebook
that.
can fucking crash their servers and
Yeah.
And now they
Yo,
got the little,
and I say all the time, bro. If literally my original, the Facebook account that I have right now is my first and only one. I never had to make a second one. But if I lost that account, bro, my high school is gone. High
Really?
school,
That's how I feel.
almost all my pictures from my senior year of high school gone. If I lose Facebook,
I
Well,
lost everything when I lost.
at
that
least I
first
think so.
Facebook.
I think my mom might have some printed out, like she got the prom and shit like that.
all my prom pictures, both my
yeah.
junior and senior prom are gone. My Kappa League ball pictures are gone.
Yeah, it's a
like
lot
all
of
my
shit,
pictures from
yeah.
like us just chilling in the gym. My tagged pictures people would tag me in going.
Yep,
Like
yeah, exactly.
literally,
all
I
that
had a
stuff.
Facebook since 2006.
Exactly. And
All of that
all
shit
those
is
memories.
gone.
Because we moved from, I had a photo album. Like, we used to have photo albums and, like,
Yeah,
really,
actual.
like, I used to make my own little photo albums, like, off the disposable camera, get them developed, and
Yep.
make my own photo album. And it moved to Facebook. It moved digitally. And if you lose that account, like, I would lose a lot of my
I
high
still been
school.
trying to get that bitch back.
Yeah,
I just
feel
want my
you.
pictures. That's all.
I feel you, bro.
I
feel
just
you.
want my pictures straight up. You can have the fucking account. Just
Just
unlock it long enough for me to download those pictures to my
Facts,
fucking
yeah, or just send me a file full of them,
Literally.
them or something. Yeah,
And y'all, my account isn't deleted. That's why I kept looking around.
Yeah, that was
damn
base.
dogs.
yeah, the dogs are fucking snoring. We're putting them to sleep.
But see, but that's why I was saying, like, I have this. I told my brother when he came to visit, like, I have this flash drive that I keep on the desk in a certain place. Like, I keep it like obviously, like you could just walk in and see it. You know, because I have this idea that if I go to sleep, like on this drive, I have like all my script ideas, all my movie ideas, like in folders, and I have like what I call like my diary pictures. So. And they're categorized by years. So all the pictures of the things I enjoyed and the pictures I took in 95, 96, 97, all the way going to 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so like if you like something happens to me, you could literally go through like the majority of my life. I was born in 84, but the
Wow.
pictures start from 95. But because that's when my memories like really started to get strong, is when I was like
Yeah.
9, 10, when I started remembering things. So so people could go through my life and literally year by year by year, oh, this is the movies he saw that year. That's the video games he played that year. That's the cartoons he watched that year. That's, like, and literally you could see me grow through pictures. You can watch me grow from a kid. I think I posted some of them, 95 and 96. Some of my pictures, like it has me like this in 6th grade, and you could go through it. Yeah, you could.
School photo.
Yeah, you could go through it, and because I feel like at least maybe once or twice a month, I'll just grab some pictures and
Maybe post one on
post them and just be like, in 1995, I was doing this, I was into this, and I was into that. Where were you in 1995? You know, just to start a nostalgic conversation.
Yeah.
And then I'll post music videos from 1995 that day. You know, and I'll do the same thing for like 1998 or something. You know, pictures and then music that I was into that year. You know, just to give the full experience of nostalgia. I'm very nostalgic.
You're doing that
too.
way better than me. I've got to get on it.
Yeah. I need to get on that.
Yeah.
I just have
We
the
got
work
photo
that
albums.
I just have the work that we've done. My mom got a lot of photo albums, or she got a couple photo albums, but
We got a shitload.
outside of like me living in her house and stuff like that, it's my life will be tracked by my content.
The content,
My
that's it, yeah.
content.
See, if you go into my 2011 and 2012 folders, that's when you guys come in. Yeah, start seeing pictures of you guys and the videos we did and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then 2018, that's where she comes in.
Yeah.
So you can see when people came into my life and shit.
Yeah. Man, that's fire.
That is kind of fire.
You guys are the supporting actors in my movie.
Yeah.
Supporting characters in my movie. Yeah, and I'm
In
the
your
supporting
movie called-
characters in your movies.
Yeah, facts. In your movie called Life.
Yeah.
Big
The
fact.
movie called Life. That's the name of the episode.
Life is a movie, man.
That's a fact.
You're
movie
the
called Life. Yeah.
You're the
Shout
lead.
out to
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence and
what?
Eddie. The movie Life. Eddie
Oh,
Murphy.
Life.
Murphy,
Yeah.
One of the
Life.
greatest movies of all time.
Yeah,
Your
Life is
cornbread.
great.
Yeah.
That movie.
Hell
made me
yeah, I
sad.
want my motherfucking cornbread. Nigga, don't ask me about my motherfucking cornbread.
That's
I want
definitely
all
me.
my cornbread. I want my cornbread today and every day this week.
They call me Jaggerlag.
Oh yeah, I remember
Out of
that,
Peppy.
Yeah, that shit was
I
funny.
love parts, bro.
But
Even
do y'all have a ride out?
Yeah, I have one.
I'm gonna do
yeah.
a King Von song.
I was gonna
Okay,
ask y'all a
you can go
question.
ahead.
I don't know. Did
Oh.
you want to cover any of this stuff? Just like briefly go over. it
Like
before,
what?
before y'all
Oh,
do?
what is it?
I don't know. I don't know if you like all the things on here. I don't
Not
know.
really. I kind of went through it, and it was like, well, Walmart stopped selling guns because you know how them
Because of all this shit.
whites get when Trump gets them up in
Hard
there,
age.
gets them in the spirit. They want to go buy some more shotgun shells and rifle rounds. Drake new music January 2021 releases a teaser on YouTube. I did not see that.
I did not see that. I
did
heard of
not-
it. I think
yeah,
Joe
I
Budden
did not
talked
see
about
that.
it, but I haven't seen it.
Michael Bay releases a trailer, a movie called Songbirds that was about what we are going through these COVID times.
Heard
to
about it.
extreme,
Haven't
which
watched
looks very distasteful during a time like that.
That's what I heard.
Ooh.
I heard like people were saying like the movie like podcast I was watching, they were saying like it seemed like it was like
It's
bad
like-
timing.
It was like, why would you do that right now?
Yeah, like it's almost
Yeah.
like you're exploiting it as opposed to saying something.
Got
about
you.
it.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Busta Rhymes did drop a new album called Extinction
Heard it.
Level Event
Liked
2.
it. Really liked it.
I heard it was amazing. I did not
Yeah.
listen to it though,
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah, yeah. It's like old Buster is back.
Oh, Sean Connery
Okay.
died.
Sean Connery
Sean
died
Connery
at 90 years
died.
old. I
First
didn't know
James
that.
Bond, man. Yeah. Salute.
Rest in peace.
90.
Betta, is that Betta or BT?
I guess.
BETTE.
Bet Midler. Bet. Yeah.
Ben Miller, what about her?
Bette Miller confirms Hocus Pocus sequel.
Oh, I thought she died.
Yeah, how much money did they get off that movie, bro?
Man.
Hocus Pocus is one of the top. I
Yeah.
think it.
That is the movie of movies. They
That's
in
what I'm-
Spirit
yeah,
Halloween store,
when
they
it-
had a whole Hocus Pocus section.
For
Just
real?
a whole wall for Hocus Pocus.
That movie really did that.
yeah,
that-
I used to
that's-
watch that a lot when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
that's a legendary movie for real.
And Sarah Parker, what her name is, like she was fine in that movie.
Blue Moon will appear on Halloween night. What's Blue Moon? Like an actual Blue Moon, like
I'm guessing. Yeah.
astrology, or I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a movie.
Yeah. No, that's what I.
Movie's
it sounded like
premiering Blue Moon.
or it sounded like a person.
Or a drink.
All right, I skipped this long ass one.
The minister one.
A minister who took an ambient was drinking
Oh,
alcohol.
I saw that. Yeah.
Was drinking alcohol, urinating on a woman during a fight from
Flight.
Vegas. Oh, on a flight from Vegas to Raleigh between 2:30 a.m. to 3 a.m. Woman said she felt something warm and woke up to a penis in her face and made a blood curdling scream, waking up all the passengers in panic. Off-duty police detained the subject. Had the minister kicked off the plane for admitting he did it, but was sleepwalking. Oh, that was a good one to get out of that mess. That nigga knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it almost lasts.
It did.
It almost
That's
lasted, but-
145.
Yeah, and they were fully. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Y'all see the light just went out, but it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
good,
that's why
though.
we're talking. Yeah,
This
that's
made
why
such national news that Billy Graham's son denounces it was him, so people won't speculations of him being on a plane. This made such a national news that Billy Graham's son denounced. So his son denounces it was him, so people won't speculate.
That it was him.
Pretty much have speculations of him on a train. No,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
we were
okay,
making
all
that.
right.
We were.
Well, we still got this one too.
That was perfect.
Yeah,
What's our time marker?
145. But the thing that I just realized is that we have one that should have been plugged in and another battery that should have been over there, but they're both on separate batteries.
I wanted to try it.
Okay,
I was
okay,
interested
okay,
to know how
okay.
long the batteries will last.
Okay,
Got
so
it.
they're just
10-4,
battery.
10-4.
Okay.
Yeah,
10-4,
it's 2
10-4.
batteries. Really, 2 batteries should be in that right now, and that would have never came out. That one would have been plugged in.
Yeah.
But I did 1 battery in each to see how long they would last.
Okay, so at
And
least you know now.
Yeah, and the batteries they went out at the same damn time.
Yeah, they
just
did.
now.
They did.
And the batteries have been on for how long? Like
Hour
we've been
45.
running them.
Hour and
More
40
than-
something.
Well, what's
More
the
than that.
timer on
One-
their say?
146. So it's been like 2 hours.
It's been more than 2. It's been at least 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yep. Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Off of one battery charge.
Yeah.
All right.
pretty
Well,
good.
we know the just
The
things
amount
that
of time.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do from my ride out. We know that won't go out. We're not worried about that. I'm gonna do a King Von song. Rest in peace to King Von. King Von was gonna be. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, what happened? King Von. I mean, this nigga was not an angel. Let's just throw it out there. He was
That
not
nigga's a murderer.
He was not an angel.
I'm not
and
familiar.
From what he says and from what the Chicago PD says, he is a murderer. You know what I'm saying? And as to have 7 bodies, but he was one of the early great drill and storytellers in hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for his song, I'm gonna do "Took It to the O." For my ride out, I'm gonna do "Took It to the O." And if you like to hear it, here it go.
I have to go with this song because before Busta's album dropped, he dropped a single, pretty much a single with him featuring Kendrick Lamar called "Look Over Your Shoulder,"
Okay.
and it's a great song nonetheless because, well, first of all, it's significant for many reasons for me, just because Busta Rhymes was my first rapper I ever got into.
Yeah,
Like, he was
that
my first favorite rapper.
That was your favorite rapper.
You know?
I remember you telling me that.
But also, Kendrick Lamar is my current favorite rapper.
Yeah.
So having my favorite rapper when I was a kid plus my favorite rapper today on the same track together with a sample by Michael Jackson, with the King of Pop, who I was obsessed with as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a triple
It was a
thing.
win-win, yeah. It was
And even in the lyric video, it has like a lot of Michael imagery from when he was in Jackson 5. And the sample of "just look over your shoulder," throughout the song. And the song is a slow boom bap track, and both of them do their, they both kill it lyrically.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so I was just so excited. And, sometimes I forget how magical hip hop can be. And then, like, every once in a while, like, a song will come back out and remind me, like, oh, that's right, hip hop could really, like, touch your soul.
It's really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is why it's been around for so long.
yeah, so yeah, I have to go with Busta Rhymes featuring Kendrick Lamar, "Look Over Your Shoulder,"
Okay.
featuring pretty much Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
If you like to hear
That
it,
is a mean lineup.
yeah, if you like to hear it, here you go.
All right, I'm gonna go with a King Von song too. I never really listened to his music like that. Only like stuff. Sorry. So good.
I heard that.
Only things that I've videos that I've seen on Twitter, but I definitely did like that "Take Her to the O" song. But I'm gonna go with
was real.
"Crazy Story" because that was the first song that I heard from him. So
I think that was his first one that would go really big. And there's 3 parts to that song.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So if
He's
you like
he
to
was
hear,
literally he was a hood storyteller, bro.
Yeah.
He was
Sounds
on his
interesting.
way to being one of like the trap too.
this
like,
nigga
the
painted
scary-
a picture for me. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
he
bro, I
paints
just
pictures.
spent the whole day with
extremely
you.
descriptive.
I just spent the whole day with you. I know exactly what you did. I damn near probably know
I
what
was
the fuck
with
you
you.
had on.
Yeah,
I was
that's how it
with you.
feels.
That nigga make you want to grab your gat like, goddamn.
And that's why that's kind of why it was so special because
Yeah.
he's so fucking gangster and gutter, bro.
And it was real. Like I
We're
mean,
talking real
this is
stories
real
from
stories.
the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Real life.
Like,
This shit
or at
really
least
happened.
the way. We don't know which one was real and which one was a fake, but goddamn it, these shits are real.
It
When
sounds
you
Well,
listen to
I
it.
mean,
you know what I mean?
Was it gang related stuff that how
Hell
he
yeah,
died?
bro.
or-
Bro, he was savage, bro.
So
He was
clearly he wasn't lying.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
happened.
bro.
I
Yeah.
think Rondo people are Crip, I believe, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But anyways, if you like to hear Crazy Story, King Von, here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank y'all for always being patient with us when we take breaks. And we're back every week. You know, we're back. I'm sorry for not even posting for the last 2 weeks. That's also should never happen. But I will be starting to do like a little schedule thing and doing 1 week at a time. I'm gonna see how many days I can do. If I can go 2 weeks to a month at a time, then we're good. We're gonna be lit. But this won't happen no more. Appreciate y'all sticking through with us. And before we go, actually. Make sure you go check out Pat Jr. and Nance's. They released a joint EP. It's called With Eyes Closed. It goes crazy. They charted on the iTunes hip hop chart on release day. It's going crazy. We are gonna do the interview. We were supposed to do it last week. Just shit kind of got messed up, and we're going through shit. So we'll
2020,
we'll figure it out. We got some other interviews coming up soon, too, as well, that I've already booked. I wonder if I should say it.
Just wait.
Nah.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Because then if things don't work out, you don't want to have to change it.
Remember what I said? Set in stone, but I think it's gonna be a lit one, and it's one that y'all not gonna expect. But I think it's gonna be a legendary episode.
Thank you.
But yeah, yo, like, comment, share, subscribe, everything to 3 Oak Podcast. And just keep a lookout. We about to be on the way, baby.
Right.
Peace.
You just watched we could start over if you'd like.
Hey.
You just watched the 3 Oak Podcast instead of listening to it.
You just watched the 3 Oak Podcast. Okay.
Thank you for watching the 3 Oak Podcast.
Subscribe.
Listen to that guy.